It's Miss Pryor to you. Peace and blessings, Queen. Donald Favors, what's good? LOR Tay, what's up, family? Cookies, what's good? Eugene Pearson, talk to me nice. JJ Short Deuce, Joe Johnson, GT Entertainment, King of Kings. I want my vision back. My brother, what's up? What y'all think? Addison Pinckney, what's good? Trevor Lyons, DJ Matic, what's good, family? Chris Low One Taylor, what's good? Demetrius Hannon, what's up? Trevor Lyons, Addison Pinckney, what's up, families? What y'all think about this, man? According to Isaac Cruz, Tank is not interested in fighting Isaac Cruz. According to Isaac Cruz. So Isaac Cruz said that he's going to put on a dazzling performance July 29th and force Tank Ham. That's what he said. He's going to put on such a great performance that Tank going to have to fight him. Sylvester Solomon, 2011, what's up, family? Raphael, what's good? The sport of boxing need Isaac Cruz to lose. Why? Saint Cyr, Yi Huncho, Chef Ducey the Great, my brother. Ernest Hines, K. Miggs, what's up, family? Why does sport of boxing need him to lose? King D, what's up? Brian Taylor, what's good? You think that Tank could take the fight with Frank Martin? You think they'll make that happen? Should be easy to be made. Free Smoke Boxing, what's good? Chaz 313, what's good? Because I don't want Tank to pick him as an option. Oh, Lola Shaw, Eugene Pearson, what's good? You want to see him and Frank Martin? He said, you know, Tank ain't fighting Frank Martin. I think he fight Evan Del Santo. CNBA, what's Mufu, what's up, family?
Blue.
What's shaking with your champ?
What's up, man? What's up, man? What is going on, chat? Excuse me, I got everything in the back. We moving, so just a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. Wife tired.
Where y'all moving to?
We got a nice spot in Winter Haven, Florida, man. Beautiful.
You say Tank ain't fighting.
Hold on real quick. I
think you fight that one.
We got a nice spot in Winter Haven, Florida. Beautiful spot, man, right off a lake. So couldn't turn it down, man. The price was really good. So we heading out, brother. Heading out. How's everything, man? Chat, what's going on? What's shaking?
That's a good look, bro.
Nah, yeah, hey man, shoot, you invited. When you come down, you know what I'm saying? You
Say
invited.
less. Say less. Leaving the wife at home.
Yeah. You invited. Hold on, wait real quick. Let me get my light right. Get the light together. I think it's darker like this, but it's cool. So dang on bright. What's up, brother?
Nothing, man. Hey,
yeah, that's why I've been. What happened?
I got sent this information that Isaac Cruz, he said Tank turned down the fight. Don't have no interest in fighting him.
A word? Salute, John Merriweather. Yeah. Word?
Yeah.
Word? Hey, am I petty for being happy?
No.
Am I petty for? I'm gonna be real. Can I be real?
He said that he's trying to.
Chat, can I be real? I'm happy, man. I'm happy, Blue. I don't want that fight to happen. I want to see him versus Devin. I'm 1,000% honest with you, man. I want to see him versus Devin, the Dream Haney at 135. That's why. If Devin is able to make it healthy, of course. Like I always say, that will be the only caveat. If Devin able to make that fight healthy, chat, that's the fight I want to see. I'm being real 1,000% with you. 1,000% with you. What was your take on that, Blue, when you first seen that? What went through your mind?
I'm like, that sounds good, but we got to see it.
What you mean we got to see it?
Tank may not be interested, but the powers that be may be interested. They might talk him into it.
Break that down for us a little bit more. I think I know what you mean, but break that down for us a little bit more for the chat.
Yeah, they may be like, listen, you may not be interested, but it's best that you take this fight now, because you're just coming out of prison. It's a good sell. Close out the year. Start fresh in 2024.
I see what
I'm saying?
Julius Thomas, salute. Yeah, man. That makes so much sense. I'm kind of mad you said that. See, I could have lied to myself a little bit more, but that what you just said, I can't. I can't dispute logic. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna try to throw that. You're gonna need to tune up, get back acclimated, get your mind right. Do it with Isaac Cruz. You already been there with him before. You're familiar with him. You know the style. You'll be able to get back acclimated. Your hand's not broken. You healthy. I don't like that, Blue. God, dog. Man, he just did. Man, I'm mad as hell.
Opposed to, I think he don't come out to August, right. Which means he ain't going. Once he come out, they ain't going to negotiate and sign a deal as soon as he come out. So,
right.
You just figure he's going to need 8 weeks to train. On top of it, Devin ain't waiting that long.
He can't afford to. It's not that he won't, he can't. His body.
Right. So Devin is not waiting that long to make a decision.
Yeah, how y'all feel, chat? Who y'all want to take the fight?
Shakur ain't waiting that long. Shakur's not waiting that long. Coach,
my brother in the building. Salute. You said Shakur not waiting that. Shakur just got there. He gotta wait. It's a prerequisite that he wait. I'm saying as far as like he gonna be there. So even if Champ has a tune up with you know what I'm saying, Isaac Cruz, he's there. He's there. That's crazy. Yeah, Shakur gotta wait, man. Salute. You said Shakur versus Frank Martin. I like that. I like for Shakur.
Well, I mean, as far as waiting for the year.
Nah, he's not gonna wait this year. I agree with
Shakur want to get a fight in. Shakur want to get another fight in
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
by
Another
October.
fight in by this year. 1,000% agree with you on that.
Mhm.
I'm thinking you saying Shakur not gonna wait on him. I'm like Shakur, man. They gonna tow Shakur. What you thought about what Shakur said with Loma? I didn't hear I didn't hear you really give your take on that. What you thought about that when you read that?
I remember I said earlier, like, you can't say that, champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, first you said you thought Dev lost, then you said it was a draw, now you're saying he won.
Right.
He just, at that point, he just trolling. He just trolling Devin now. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna pop my flavor. I just wanted to hear I wanted to hear what you had what your take was on it.
Yeah, he just trolling Devin at that point. That's all that is.
Why troll
Nothing more,
Devin?
nothing.
Why troll Devin at this point if you ain't gonna fight him? If you told him to leave you alone, what's the point? He ain't
Because
fighting him.
because the crowd was with him when he was saying Devin wasn't signing, Devin was ducking, Devin was avoiding him.
You want to keep that
Devin
crowd.
ain't going. And then Devin turned the tables on him. And now he's like, he's mad at Devin. You know what I'm saying?
Salute GB Lifetime videos. Hey, man, I'm gonna be real. That's not cool, man. It's showing me a character flaw. Beautiful fighter, beautiful boxing ability. You see what I'm saying? Arguably one of the most talented in this era. It's showing me it's showing me a character flaw in him. It's showing me that he could be wishy-washy. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that is because Tank had alluded to it before, right? And it was one brother that brought up something. He brought up some receipts on him that I didn't really care for. You know, on the surface, Shakur looked like a thorough dude, and I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just telling you what he looks like. You see what I'm saying? He's like a thorough dude, but to me, him and Jamel Herring was great friends, from my understanding, from what they portray. It was one of the brother, I forgot his channel. He brought it up that because Jamel Herring was a champion, that he was going to fight Shakur, and as a brother, y'all want to get money together. It was a 50-50 split. He wanted to split it with his brother Shakur. Shakur was going to get 50%. Shakur ended up not taking that deal and ended up getting a deal that favored him more. I think
Yeah,
almost like a
he got 60-40 in his favor.
60-40 in his favor. And his response to his friend, this is his brother now, his friend was,
he said, it's just business.
Relax, my man, it's just business. You see what I'm saying? So you start to see these discrepancies. Tank said that he see Shakur act one way in the weight room. I mean, not the weight room, the dressing room with him, but he'll come out on social media and act completely different, like the big bad wolf in front of certain people. You get what I'm saying? There's discrepancies. We knew that him and Devin was great friends growing up, but Devin's best time and his greatest time, his coming out party with Lomachenko, he show up in the ring and he show up at the party. And now this with Lomachenko. First he said that Devin lost. I would respect him if he said to this day Devin still lost, in his opinion. I got more respect for you as a person. But you said Devin lost. I looked at it again. It was a draw. Nah, Lomachenko, he lost. You should be the champion right now. It's like, which one is it? You see what I'm saying? So it's character flaws with Shakur, in my opinion, right now. I like him as a boxer. I'm starting to have a sour taste as a fighter. I mean, not as a fighter, as a person now, outside of the ring, and how he's handling his business. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Salute, Quincy Carter.
Salute to AK Crowder, brother in the Super Chat. He said, blessings, bro, Blue. Salute to you, K. Salute to Dog Fight, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the Super Chat. Salute to you, K. Dinetta 27, peace of blessings, Queen. She said, same. Robert Williams, Mr. Holmes, respect my loop. Anthony Pullum, CB, what's good? Why would you take less? Quincy Carter, what's up, family? That guy, Q Lee, Chris Lil One Taylor, Texas. Yo boy Pablo, what's good? Ron, Q Lee, $1.50, what's up, family? Guillermo Maldonado, what's up? Latrell Matthew, King Washington, my brother, GB Lifetime Vids, James S, Chef Deucey the Great, what's good? DJ Chuck Murdoch, what's good? Tilts,
Hey, Q Lee,
Albert
wow.
Alfaro, what's up, family? Big Boy, what's up, family? Elbow, what's up? What'd you say, great brother?
Yeah, Q Lee, wow. Q Lee, wow. He
Yeah,
said,
it's caught T all cut from the same cloth.
yeah, on the outside of the ring. Yeah, no.
Danetta said, "Am I tripping or these likes are not adding up?"
Yeah.
No, you're not tripping, man. They playing games. Matt
Yeah,
Money
and that's
619. Dylan Williams, what's up?
the biggest deal. Like, that's the biggest deal for me. Every time I speak to my uncle, I ask him who was the greatest boxer of all time and why. He said, and he always tell you to this day, it's Muhammad Ali. It's not because of what he did in the ring. It's also because of how he carried himself out of the ring. And that display of, champion in the ring, but that mindset that carry over outside of the ring, he still got prolific interviews that we see to this day that you will listen to. You're going to listen to 1,000 times, but every time you listen to him, it's like, God, this dude was special. He was special. And you look for guys like that. Be honest with you, Devin has been consistent. A lot of people say that Devin energy has changed, but as I watch this young man, he's predominantly a quiet guy. I'm starting to notice Devin's a sharpshooter. He'll wait for times. He'll wait for times where things will calm down, and he'll say a little bit. He'll say he'll put a little bit out there, but he won't put too much. That man let his actions speak with sending that contract. He let his action speak. A lot of people say, why take less? I seen a comment in here that says, why take less? Listen, nobody has been able to answer this question. What have Devin Haney given Shakur or did to Shakur that he hasn't already taken or done himself? And if you can't answer that question, I have no respect for your argument. None. Shakur said he going to beat this man in easy. If you're telling me I get undisputed easy and I get leverage over the lightweight division, Champ I'm not Champ. Tank gonna have to come to me because I'm the other fish in the pond. I got all the hardware. Tank cannot justify himself as being a star in the sport, fighting anybody else in the sport while I have undisputed. Not only that, this put the cherry on top. He will be the fastest 4-belt undisputed champion in history. Canelo did it in a year. He will be able to do it in one fight. That's crazy. How long it took Mel to get it?
Canelo did it in under a calendar year.
He did it under a calendar year. Shakur will be able to do it in one fight.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? One fight. Because it's easy. We're not putting words in his mouth. He said it's easy. He said he gonna walk him. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. Man, take the fight. We're not telling you to take less. We're telling you to take your goddamn future. That's what we're telling you to take. We ain't telling you to take less. We're telling you to snack. This is what men are made. You see what I'm saying? This is what cut the boys from the men. This is men. This is where you get your rites of passage. This is how we're gonna judge you for the rest of your life. This is what make champions. Oh man, you remember that? Shakur Stevenson? Man, that man took 25% and dominated Devin Haney in the peak of his career. What? One of the greatest of all time. Could barely touch him. Then turned around and beat Gervonta Tank Davis. You gotta mention him like that. But this is gonna be the story. Oh man, y'all remember Shakur Stevenson? Yeah, man, he was bad, but man, boy, at 135, he could have had all the belts. Devin had ended up going up. He had the belts unscattered. He ended up fighting such and such, unifying, and then after that, he gained weight, and then he had ended up going up. He could have been undisputed at 135, to be honest. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about no 25%. Go ahead, Blue.
Maya Egypt, piece of blessings, Queen. LT number one energy was good. I agree that the reward is great, man. Jason House, Justin Hawkins was good. The reward is great. You know what I'm saying? If he takes the fight and beats Devin Haney, the reward is great. The reward is great. You know what I'm saying? No doubt about it. And
Right.
like I said, like you said, it makes it hard for Tank to ignore him or not fight him.
He can ignore
Makes
him.
it extremely hard. Yeah, you can't ignore him. You got to fight him. Yeah, you got to fight him. Robert Chandler, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, Blue, I wanted to give you mad props last week on the vid you did with Dev and Shakur. Your message said, let's not divide the community the way we divided Crawford and Spence. And hey, both brothers need support, no favoritism.
Exactly.
All true, great brother.
Exactly.
Salute to the great brother Robert Chandler dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Agreed,
but
King.
we hold them accountable. We don't divide. We just hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable. Stand up with something, nephew.
Right. Holding anyone accountable, especially you hold people accountable that you care about. People that you don't care about, you don't care what standard they perform to. You don't care.
Right.
It means you nothing.
Right.
You know
and that's my thing. That's why I reached out to Shakur, and I'm like, champ, come on the show. You know, not for people would say for clout and this. No, not for that. Because people want to hear his side other than on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So why not come speak to the people? You know what I mean? Talk to the people and explain your side to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, Q Lee. I don't think that fight is ready yet with Shakur and Devin. I don't think that fight is ready, but I'll tell you what, I think this is going to add to that fight later on. I think they're gonna say, "Nah, you ducked me or you did this." That's gonna add to the fight later on.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think that fight is ready right now. But if you're gonna push for it, push for it. You don't pump fake. Do it for real.
That's what I've been saying. Westwood was good. I don't feel like it's ready.
It's not ready.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's ready. Boston Hacker, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on this in the super chat. Loma told Shakur to get lost, and Tank acts like Shakur doesn't exist, but he respects them both. But Devin is the only one offering Shakur something, and Shakur calls Devin a duck. Make it make sense. That's true. You know, when you say that, you know that's the truth. Lomachenko essentially, and Lomachenko's team said they don't like the matchup, and they don't want to fight Shakur. They don't like the matchup. Salute the Boston Hacker dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Right. You know what I'm saying? All true.
Hey, Blue, can you blame them for not liking the matchup? We know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
We know what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah. Ben Davis, what's up, family? QY Network, Chilltown Major, what's good? Westwood, what's good, great brother?
If Shakur have his health in his mind, he's gonna go down as one of the greatest of this era. We know what's gonna happen. You know, that's not even. Hey, Mansa Musa, what you thought about Saturday night, good brother? What you thought about Saturday night? My main man said Ennis is gonna get done dirty. I was like, not by Vanilla, not by him at all. Yeah. No, like I was saying, salute, peace, be free. Yeah, no, like I was saying, Blue, that's all with Shakur, man. If you're gonna do it, man, you got to do it. You know, it's not about that percentage. It's not about that. It's not about that. And if anything, they just made a great point. Devin is treating him more like a friend than Shakur is treating him for even giving him an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So I agree with that 1,000%. I agree with that 1,000%. Hey, chat. Take a second and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Some people said that they are starting to get their notifications back, and that's really good. That is a lot of progress. But we want to continue this trajectory. Definitely go ahead and smash the like button if you didn't. I know some of you guys are just coming in. I know sometimes when I come into chats, I forget to smash the like button depending on the content. I may jump right into the content. So definitely smash the like button. Ahmed, salute. Let me see. Bro, he said, bro, Boots beat the cats and the dog. Yo, that was bad. Hey, you was in my mind all that night, Saturday. I just thought about it from round and round. I was like, boy, I hope Musa watching this, boy. I hope Musa watching this. This is horrible.
Lucky
Oh,
Showtime, Jude 12. What's good, family?
QYW Network, salute, good brother. Yo, that was really bad. It started to get to a point where it was sad. It went from bad to sad. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be enjoying this right now.
The Real Royal said, where did Tank say he was turning down Isaac Cruz?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Isaac Cruz said that his team and Isaac Cruz said that Tank said that he's not interested in a rematch. That's where it came from. Came from Isaac Cruz and his team. 2 Brown was good. No one J Pitty City. D Akona was good.
Hey, I wanted to say that dude Boxman 1800. He's a ninja. He only come in when you won't got the link. I noticed that.
Yeah. Most of them do.
Yo, but it's the same ones every time.
Yeah, most of them do.
I noticed that. I'm like, God, dog, he got to be ninja watching that night. He has to. It's impossible for him not to be here at night. It's impossible. Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, man. It's so I wonder, if we could get Frank Martin now.
Frank Martin and who? And Tank?
Yeah, man. Frank Martin and Tank. Lil said it was good.
That's interesting, Blue. That's an interesting fight to me. How do you see that?
That's a hard fight. Jonathan Green, what's up, family? That's an interesting fight, man. The thing about it is, should I go?
Salute. Chat, how y'all see that Frank Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis fight going? My opinion, I think I kind of know where Blue was leaning, but I don't really know exactly how he was leaning. That's an interesting fight to me. That is an interesting fight to me. Q Lee, what you think about that fight? Yo, that Peace Be Free, what you think about that fight? That fight interesting to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think my brother Mike G said a draw. I can see that. I can see it going different. I can see it going the distance with Frank Martin because he's crafty enough and his feet work good enough to stay out of Tank way and to really not like because he's just as patient as Tank. If you look at that Michelle fight, he was really patient, and I admire that about the fight. That's a good fight. That's tough. That's not an easy fight. Oh, we got Last Rider said Tank by KO. Okay, that's always a possibility with Tank. That Tank and Deontay Wilder, that's just a gift. That's always a probability. And if we go off probability, we don't know. I got Tank stopping Frank late. Okay. Yeah, I just one of them things. With Tank, you always have to put that inside of every scenario. But what I can say is Frank Martin feet work. He's very smart, very crafty, very twitchy. He get hit, but he don't get hit clean all the time. And he listened to his coach, Derek James. He really, really listens to Derek James. There's a lot of times he wanted to turn it on with Michelle, and he seen that he could have turned it on in the ring, but he listened to his coach and he didn't turn it on. So what that tells me is that he don't let his nature crowd his judgment in the ring, and he allow himself to be intelligent and intellectual in that circle. And listen, he rely on his team. I like that fight, and I don't think that's an easy fight. I don't think that is an easy fight at all. It's always a possibility that Tank can knock someone out, but we can also say that Frank can give him a run for his money because who has Tank went against that got Frank feet?
His hand speed, his athletic ability,
right?
His boxing, his ring IQ. It's a tough fight. That's a awkward fight.
I think that's a fight that can upset the apple cart, Blue.
Booking Street. What's up, family? Yeah, that's definitely Frank Martin could definitely upset the apple cart.
Right.
But is Earl going to push for it? Because he needs to. He ain't getting a Devin Haney fight.
I wouldn't say he's like a smaller boots. I wouldn't say Frank is like a smaller boots. But what you can see is you can see components of Derek James in his boxing. You can see that similar style with Earl and the Charlos in his style. But his feet is I think his feet is better than those guys. In my opinion. No, naturally because he's
I
smaller.
actually see the connection. Memphis 10 Will, what's up?
You can see it,
I
right?
can see the connection. Because of the versatility, the
Right,
athletic ability, he does have power. Not as much power as Boots. Boots got a
right,
lot of power. But I can see the explosiveness. He reminds me of a more polished Shane Mosley,
mm,
and without the power. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? Shane Mosley, and not more polished, more that's the wrong word. I meant to say not more polished, more composed. Shane
right.
Mosley was very herky jerky, very jittery. Inside
Right.
square circle, my brother King Judah was good. Shane
Well,
Mosley
sir,
was very,
my brother Judah.
very, very jittery, very herky jerky. You
Right,
know, he always was very busy.
right,
Frank Martin is smoother than Shane Mosley.
right.
Right. But he reminds me of Shane Mosley without the power. Shane could crack, boy.
You
Shane
know
to
what?
put you in. Shane had boy, he had tank power. Shane to put you in the third row. You know what I'm saying?
He said
Shane to
shit.
put you in the third row, bro. And his
He-
hand speed. Shane is quicker. He's a little more twitchy than Frank Martin, but Frank Martin is smoother. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Ben Davis, what's up, family? So I like the comparison of
You
Boots
got a comparison?
and a smaller version of Boots and Shane Mosley, man. Tough glove boxing was good. And for that is the reason why I don't think Tank gonna give him the
It's a tough
opportunity.
fight. It's a tough fight. You know what? It's how they deliver in their styles because Boots will mess around and get bored and start playing on you inside of the ring and start, But Frank is always serious. It's like he take that tonality that Derek James have and he take it and display it inside of the ring. Pretty much all his fighters do that. I
Yeah,
guess it's how they deliver
yeah,
in their
but
boxing
even with
ability.
Frank Martin,
Right.
this is what's so dangerous about him. Memphis 10 Will, he said, you see Tank and T.O. No. Corey Lee Boxing, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother Corey Lee Boxing. LV Live, Harlem in the building. Band up, what's up, nephew? No, I don't. When you look at Frank Martin fights, his versatility jumps right out at you. He
Right.
can be elusive, but then, like you said, you can see all in his last fights.
Right.
You can see all the Michelle Rivera and what's the dude's name he fought before Michelle Rivera?
I
Was
forgot
the
the
guy
dudes who you fought before
that
him, but I
really
remember those
it was
fights.
the
Right.
dude that really beat Rolly,
Right.
and they didn't give him the win. What
Right.
was his name? But those two dudes, you can start to see the teachings of, like you said, of Derrick James.
More and more each fight. But that's what's scary about him. Each fight, he progressively got
Mourinez,
better.
yeah,
The
Jackson Mourinez.
right. You know what? Each fight that I saw him fight, I had to complain about it. The next fight, it wasn't there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but the thing about it is that he got the versatility to be the fighter before that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Jason Howe said, "Damn, Blue, really, really what? Jay Steele, what's good? Young King Company was good. Gay Moore, what's up, family? He said, really, really what, family? Uh, uh, um, that's it's a hard fight,
I don't
bro.
think that's an easy fight.
No, Frank ain't no easy
That's
fight
not
for
an
none
easy
of
fight.
them. For none of
It's not
them.
an easy fight. And he don't
No.
have the southpaw advantage with Frank. That's not an easy fight. It's not an
Well,
easy fight.
Frank is not southpaw, is he?
Frank, I think Frank is Frank southpaw or he's not orthodox, is he? Can Frank switch? Somebody let me know in the chat. If I know he's not a switch, but I thought he was southpaw.
Jason House said, "Get out of here, Frank Martin ain't all that."
We'll love to see Frank and Shakur. Frank and Shakur is a good southpaw.
All right, so
Yeah,
show
southpaw.
me.
Yeah, he don't have. Yeah,
Frank is southpaw.
yeah, yeah, southpaw. He don't have the advantage with Frank.
Yeah. I'm tired. That's why. Jason Howell said he ain't all that. Okay, you didn't see a completely different fighter from Jackson Menendez to Michelle Ali Rivera and the fight before that. You didn't see 3 different styles. You didn't see three different styles of a fighter in Frank Martin. See, this is what I'm talking about. To always uplift the fighter, we got to try to downplay another fighter.
Yeah, you can like another fighter without downplaying,
Yeah.
someone else. Like someone else just said, Keyshawn, their favorite prospect. I agree. Keyshawn's nice. Keyshawn's nice.
But I'm not going to downplay Frank Martin's skill set. What you mean? What you mean he ain't all that? I'm confused. Terrell Blanco, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. Said, man, every fighter that Derrick James trains are 1,000% the truth. That whole stable should be called the Justice League. I like it. Now they got some fighters that got to prove some things, like Ryan Garcia and Anthony Joshua.
Nah, Quincy Carter. Quincy, you my man, but with this one with Frank can upset the apple cart if he stay composed, man. If he stay composed,
y'all don't understand. Y'all not paying attention to what you're seeing. You're seeing what we're trying to tell you is this. Look at the different styles he's presenting, which means that he can be a chameleon when he gets in the ring with a Tank Davis.
Right.
Did you see? Okay, see, here's the thing. This is why we all go wrong. Did you see any of that skill set that Teofimo Lopez displayed against Josh Taylor, against Sando Martin? When Teofimo Lopez fought Sando Martin, did you see that ability? Because I didn't. But sometimes these fighters don't show you everything. Jesse R was good. And then suddenly they just pop out, surprise.
Boots, his last fight, in this fight. Yeah. Hey, Quincy funny. You remember Quincy say Frank mediocre.
Yeah, dudes be. Frank is good, man. Come on, man. See, this is what I'm saying, man. Y'all got to study boxing, man. You got to study boxing. Understand what you're looking at.
You got to run that Martin.
Sando Martin. He talking about.
Oh, you say you got to run the Martin one back. Yeah, Sando Martin. Sando did what he was supposed to do. I think he got his nose broken the first.
But the thing is, sometimes people fight down to the level of their competition.
Right, that is true.
They're just not motivated. So Frank Martin just outclassed Michelle Ali Rivera. They look like 2 different classes of fighters.
Yeah, it's true.
And before that, Michelle Ali Rivera looked like he was the goods.
No, right. Oh, facts, you did, Quincy.
You understand what I'm saying? Boxing News DC, what's up? He looked like he was the goods before that.
Right.
Then he got in there with Frank Martin, and he didn't look like the goods no more.
Man, that man, he looked good to me, man. I'm like, nah, I'm Frank got something. I just want to see.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
It's what Frank did in the ring that eliminated Michelle Ali Rivera. So don't let these fighters sneak up on you. See, that's the problem. Because we don't pay attention, or we like to downplay fighters, and we'll be like, yeah, nah. Frank ain't that good. Pierre Cassell, what's good? Easy Blends, what's good? Okay, then he get in there with your favorite fighter, and all of a sudden he look better, and then you like this. Oh man, I ain't need. Now your eyes this wide. Now you look like you're looking at Michael Myers standing in your closet.
Right.
He said, fight Loma. Man, why don't Tank fight Loma? Kenneth West was good. How you feeling, King?
Tank put hands on. Hey, what you said? You said
Brian C was good.
Hey, you said Tank push Loma, you're gonna see Army fatigue and Prince.
Yeah, I think Tank gonna beat the brakes off him.
Hey, what you said? He in the quantum realm like this.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the
Man,
quantum
Loma,
realm,
man,
just floating
man.
around, bro. JM was good. I think he's gonna be.
Hey, but let's
But that's what I'm saying, man. I like to give. We gotta. You gotta start identifying the goods before. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start. That's the problem with boxing. 6'6" Jacob was good. We don't give people credit until they already a superstar. Now all of a sudden you want to be like, oh man, so and so is good. Same with Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look how long it took people to get to latch on to Errol Spence. Now all of a sudden he got one of the biggest fan bases in boxing. What he did different? Only difference was the names you put in front of him. JP 617 was good. That's the only difference, was the names you put in front of him. He'd been the same dude the whole time, but you changed the name in front of him, and he looked like a completely different fighter now. In your eyes, because you ain't know who he was fighting. Because 90% of the fans ain't boxing fans. That's why. So you don't know who their opponents is. And I say this all the time. You gotta, in order to understand the sport of boxing, you gotta be a fan of the sport of boxing. Why? Why do you say that? Why do I say that? Because boxing is a top-heavy sport. It's not like all the other major sports. It's extremely top-heavy. Okay? It's a handful of special fighters, and that's it.
And that's all who get all the attention.
Yeah, 93% of boxing is mediocre. 7% of the sport of boxing is special. You understand? You in any other sport, I can give you 15 dudes that's all-stars. Hence the all-star game, right? You got 12 dudes on this. You got 24 players. Give me 24 top-level, top-notch boxers right now. You can't. You can't. No one, J Pitty City, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue and Asa. He said, if any of these fighters want to skip the line to fight Haney, 25% is the fee. Besides that, I feel Haney versus Tank is the most likely fight to happen. Dude's trying to be like Martin and not pay the $5. I ain't paying the $5. $50? No. $50? $500? No. $5. $5? You let the lights go off for $5?
They said, Quincy Carter, you said, so Tank and Frank Martin is a 50-50 fight. I don't think it's a 50-50 fight.
It's a 60-40 fight.
I like 60-40 better. I like 60-40 better, but that's still close, Quincy.
It's an extremely good fight.
That's still close.
Frank Martin is extremely talented, is what he is. Extremely talented. And you're not giving him credit until he's already arrived. Then you're going to turn around and be like, man, Frank Martin is that dude. Jason Howes. Jason Howes is going to be the one. Frank Martin, that dude.
Jason
I keep these receipts, though. Brian C. was good. I keep these receipts. And right now, name 20 top-tier, top-notch boxers.
You say 65-35, Quincy? Ooh. You say 65-35.
But based off of what, though?
You got...
Based off of what? You basing that off of what? Saying that Tank gonna knock him out?
You have... Let me shoot. I'll try to. You have the Charlos, Usyk, Tyson, Boots, Devin, Tank, Shakur. You said 20. Hold on. Let me see.
Hold on one second. Dennis Hampton. He says any man that steps through the ropes is special. How you gonna say that when you ain't never won the fight? To call them mediocre? Shaking my head. Shut up. Because I'm comparing them to their peers, not to a civilian. You can clearly see the difference between one fighter and another. So let me ask you a question. See, this is what I'm talking about. These literal dudes. First of all, I give every fighter their just dues and their credit. Every single fighter. I give every fighter their just due and their credit. Just because you step through the ropes don't make you special.
Right. You're talking about special.
What are you talking about? Just because you step through the ropes don't make you special. It makes you unique, but it don't make you special. I'm talking about compared to his own peers. So you telling me right now, right? Dennis Hampton. So you telling me, Dennis Hampton, you telling me, right? That you telling me that Sandor Martin is on the same level as Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather because he stepped in the ring like them, huh, Dennis Hampton? So there is no levels, huh? So Dennis Hampton, compared to each other, comparing to his peers, he says, how many fights have you had? Now watch this now. Watch this, simpleton, not so smart guy.
Oh, it's good. Mike G.
Right?
Mike G called it out.
So he said, how many fights did I have? So that makes me inexperienced. That makes me, so watch this now, Dennis. So Dennis, so that makes me not knowledgeable to sport because I didn't have any fights? Go ahead, make sure, be careful what you say. So I'm asking you, so because you said I don't have no fights, that makes me non-knowledgeable of the fight. Right? He said, yeah. Okay. So Dennis, tell me how many fights Emmanuel Stewart had. I'll wait. And while you at it, tell me how many fights did Cus D'Amato have? And how good was he? While you at it, tell me how great of a fighter Freddie Roach was. Go ahead, Dennis. Tell me how many fights did Emmanuel Stewart have? And how great was he of a fighter? Now you're talking about all I do is Google. Answer the question. I said, how many fights does Emmanuel Stewart, the late, great, legendary Emmanuel Stewart, Freddie Roach have? Now, show me a fighter that's a better trainer and teacher of the sport than the guys I just named. Go ahead and tell me.
It's that blue smoke. Blue smoke, baby. Barbecuing, baby.
He said, I ain't trained nothing. You just said, not so smart guy, that you have to be a fighter to know the sport, right? So I just asked you about these trainers. Look at Bomac's record. Is he not? He's trainer of the year.
But Bomac was a fighter, so
yeah, but how many great fights did he have? So just stepping through the ropes makes you knowledgeable. So all I gotta do is step through the ropes. So according to Dennis, right, Martin Lawrence, the comedian, is more knowledgeable to the sport than anybody else because he was a Golden Glove boxer.
He did.
Should I say 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, who participated. So that makes them knowledgeable about the sport? Dennis? You still didn't answer the question. He said, we're talking about you. I asked you a simple question. How many fights did the late great Emmanuel Stewart have, Dennis? How many championships did he win? Because you just told me, I don't know, you don't know nothing about me. And I grew up with the sport of boxing. I live with Olympic gold medalists. My family know fighters. What you talking about? I live with a world champion, Olympic gold medalist. How about that?
Hey, put that hashtag blue smoke in the chat. If y'all feeling what Blue is putting down, put that hashtag blue smoke. If Blue just cooked them barbecue style.
How many, Dennis, how many world champions you won? What's your record right now, Dennis? What have you done in the sport?
Salute. No one pity city. Salute. Blue smoke. Hashtag blue smoke. He just got that. He just got smoked.
Yeah, you grew up in Detroit. I'm glad you said that. So Emmanuel Stewart in the Crunk Gym was in Detroit. I asked you. So then you should be well versed on Emmanuel Stewart. So how many fights did he have, Dennis?
It's getting ugly.
Tell me how many fights he had since you grew up in the Crunk Gym. How many fights did you have? And what world champions did you win? Who'd you beat?
Crickets.
See, I'm comparing them to their peers. There's obviously levels in every sport. I don't have to be a boxing savant, a basketball savant to know that Marcus Smart ain't on the same level as Kevin Durant. You ain't got to be a genius to know that. So because I tell you that Kevin Durant is on a different level than Marcus Smart, you gonna tell when you ever dribble a basketball. He said he watched it all his life. Man, get out of here. I watched it all my life. So I asked you a simple question. I watched it all my life. Not Emmanuel, you're a clown. You got consultants. What'd he say?
Consultants.
You got a consultant. He watched it all his life. But still ain't answered not near question about Emmanuel Stewart.
Let me see this.
You see how that works? He watched it all. I watched it all my life too. Not so smart guy.
No cap, Justin. He got the blue smoke.
I watched it all my life too. Oh, I watched it all my life. And me too. I grew up with world champions. I know fighters. And what's the difference?
Y'all smash the like button.
I think it's safe to say I know a thing or two about it.
Smash the like button for your boy Blue, giving out that blue smoke. Who on the leg? Who on the reel? Blue smoke.
He said, this clown college. I ain't even I went to college for nursing. What you talking about? How about you click the link and put your face on there? How about that?
Uh-oh.
How about that, Dennis?
Uh-oh.
Stop talking in the chat. How about I send you the link? You click the link and we can see your face. How about that?
Chat, y'all think he gonna click the link?
No, he ain't clicking nobody's link.
Chat, what y'all think, man? Let the chat, y'all think he gonna click the link?
Robert Chandler, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Blue, who do you like in a future super fight between Abdullah Mason and Floyd Schofield?
Mason. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going against Mason. Mason nice. That Mason nice, boy. Nice. That
Floyd
Mason
Schofield.
nice.
Floyd Schofield is nice too.
Yeah, Floyd Schofield. I ain't going against Mason though. I'm probably I ain't doing that, boy. Now I like Schofield, but that Mason nice, boy.
He is nice. Both of them is nice, boy.
He nice. Woo. I like Schofield. I ain't gonna lie, I do. I like him. That they next up. That whole camp. That whole camp. That kid Kansas, Abdullah Mason. You got the young
Dennis Hampton. Dennis Hampton. Click the link. Hold on, let me put the link in the chat.
Oh, he coming in the chat?
No, he ain't going. Of course he ain't.
Champ, you.
But
everybody know you old boy clown. You an old boy clown. Oh, okay.
So the link is there. Click the link.
How you feeling, champ?
We clowns, but you came to the circus. Ain't that amazing?
Blue, how you feeling, champ? You feeling
I'm good. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. We clowns, but he the one that paid to come to the circus.
How you shoulder, champ?
So
how you good? How you
if I pay to go to the circus to watch the clown, but then complain about the clown.
The idiot that played the clown. Yeah, the idiot that played the clown. Champ, how you feeling, champ? How you feeling? Feeling good? How your shoulder feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Click the link, Dennis.
Hey.
Click the link and show your face.
Let's go.
Terrell Blanco, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. BFTV was saying that Haney would beat Tank. I say this would only happen if it went to decision. If not, Tank is going to win by knockout. What do you think? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a knockout, I believe it's going to be Tank.
If it's a knockout, it's on Tank's side.
Oh, yeah.
If it's put it like this, Devin Haney luck is so bad. If it's a knockout on Devin Haney's side, he will have to fight Tank again because everybody will want to see it again. They'll say he got hit with a lucky shot. Like,
Dennis, stop talking and click the link, bro.
That would never happen.
He wants. This is what he wants me to say. He wants me to say, "Oh no, time him out, block him, get him out of here, so he can." So he's easier. No. Nobody time him out. Don't block him. Click the link, Dennis.
The chat has spoken. They want to see Bruce.
You paid to come to a comedian show. Now the comedian telling you to come on stage. You was heckling the comedians, right? Now they tell you to come on stage. Now you got stage fright. Click the link. Stop talking in the chat. Come show your face. Tell your expertise. You said you grew up in the Crunk gym, right?
Split wig.
You should have some stories to tell about the late, great, legendary Emmanuel Stewart, Tony Harrison. $1 Trillion Dream Deuce, brother in Super Chat. Love the back-to-back lives, fellas. Salute to my brother, $1 Trillion Dream Deuce.
Salute $1 Trillion Dreams, man. He always coming through, starting up, holding us down. Always.
He's still talking. See? Clowns are us. Mark you there, 1, 2, 3, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the Super Chat. How great of a football player was Bill Belichick? This is a lazy argument people use when they can't attack your opinion. Facts. Gio Robasso was good. Oh, split with 187 was good. Oh, you ain't never did it. You ain't never did it. Yeah, most of the great trainers and things of that nature ain't never did it. Show me a trainer right now, a teacher that did it at the highest level. Show me how many trainers are trainers that was the greatest boxers ever. How many coaches in the NBA are the greatest players ever? How many coaches Phil Jackson is arguably the greatest NBA coach, right? He wasn't that great of a player, was he? Oh, Red Auerbach was right up there, right? How great of a player was Red Auerbach? Bill Belichick, Bill Walsh, Don Shula. How great of a player was these? Oh, that's right. That's right. So it's safe to say you don't have to participate to know the sport.
On a greater level, Elon Musk ain't study rockets, and he got a rocket company that go out of space. He never studied rockets.
Right.
Russia tried to charge him $20 million per rocket. He said, I'm going to learn it my own. I'm going to build it. And did it.
Right.
So
how many, look, Brian Corbett, he said Larry Bird. How many NBA championships did Larry Bird win as a coach?
I thought he just said that every dude that step in the ring is a great, but he had a chance to step in the ring with you and click the link.
Yeah, he couldn't click the link.
That brother could have clicked the link just now, man.
Yeah, prove your point. Kenny Powers, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the Super Chat. Man, he making Michigan look bad. Just goes to show everyone's eye test isn't the same. All facts. Hold on. Right now. Watch this now. See, this is what I do.
D-Man Jr. We need some roasting in the chat.
How great of a fighter was Derrick James? Right. 2-time trainer of the year, though.
Yeah.
How great of a fighter was Bomac? Trainer of the year, though. How great of a fighter was Eddie Reynoso? Go ahead, Dennis, tell us.
Haney got the undisputed champion.
Oh, let's do one more. How great of a trainer and fighter was Bill Haney? He ain't never fight.
Never fought before.
Wait, hold on. So Bill Haney never fought, was never a manager, but is one of the best managers and trainers in boxing. What do you know?
Yeah, undisputed champion.
His son, he groomed his son from the beginning to an undisputed champion. And all he did was watch and learn. Not only did he become a champion, build a champion, not only did he do that, but he became one of the best businessmen in the sport of boxing, right?
Facts.
Okay.
He was the only one able to duplicate Mayweather's blueprint to the T at an earlier time. That's right. Crazy.
Speaking of which,
D-Man, facts.
Speaking of which, Floyd Mayweather Sr. took a style, incorporated his own style, taught his brother Roger and his son to be world champions.
That is true.
And guess who taught him? He halfway taught himself how to box. How many fighters did train this shit? What was Shane Mosley Sr.'s record? But he taught a legend in Shane Mosley Jr., didn't he? But what was his record, though? What was Roy Jones Jr.'s father, Roy Jones Sr.'s record? Hold on. I could do you one better. We just had a special guest on, Jose Benavidez Sr.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he just told us he didn't know nothing about the sport of boxing. That's and true. Look who he raised.
That's true. Yeah. 2 times. He did it twice.
He did it twice.
He did it twice.
And trained other fighters.
He got cooked. I'm sad, man. He ain't clicked the link, Blue.
Of course he ain't gonna click the link.
Why ain't click the link?
Because he just here to cause confusion.
Oh, man. Come on, man. You can't mess up the chat, have us send out the link and not click the link. You got to click that link, man.
All that talking, still talking in the chat, but don't want to come on.
I don't think I ever seen a roast session like that. He got murdered.
Now, Bozy Ennis had trainers, legendary trainers he learned from. But all Bozy and his sons fought. All his sons, and his son is a phenom right now. I could do you one better. People got so much to say. Do you one better. People got everything in the book, everything under the sun. They'll tell you about Teofimo Lopez Sr. But look how great his fighter is right now. His son, who he taught from this big. Look at Teofimo Lopez Jr. They tell you they'll call Teofimo Lopez Sr. everything under the sun. But look what he built in his son.
Honcho. Yo, Honcho.
Look at Coach Calvin Ford.
I was just about to bring up Coach Calvin.
Right. Look at Coach Calvin and what he's doing out there in Upton Gym.
We gotta put in Kenny Ellis as well. He's doing
Yeah.
He studied.
And not just Tank. They got Truck. They got Iceman. They got Mia Ellis. The youngins they bringing up in that gym. Come on, man. Stop playing that game with me, bro. Kick rocks. Go kick rocks, bro.
That was a slow cook. Hey, put that Blue Smoke in the chat. If y'all think Blue just absolutely cooked that dude, he well done. He overdone.
And the link is there for him to come on and show his face. Come show your face.
Overdone. He ain't coming. Shoot. You just seen that highlight reel you just did on him? Who come after that?
This dude is weird, man.
Your highlight reel was 15 minutes long.
And only thing I was saying was compared to his peers. Right. I'm not watering them down and what they do. They all special. Hence the reason why I call out all their stats and what they've done. Right. Because I give everybody their roses. You have to be a special person to climb through those ropes and risk it all. I never watered them down. I never downplayed any single fighter. But obviously, there is levels. That's not hard to understand. The proof that there's levels is when they get in the ring with each other. We just saw there's different levels with Boots Ennis and Roman Vieta, right? There's different levels. There's different levels when you having the greats against the greats. Yeah. When you put Floyd Mayweather in there with a legend and Juan Manuel Marquez, Floyd showed you there's a whole nother level to that. So obviously there is levels. Right. But compared to each other, how many Floyd Mayweathers, when Floyd was fighting, how many Floyd Mayweathers are there? How many Roy Joneses was there when Floyd was fighting? There's levels, there's tiers of fighters. I'm not comparing them to a pedestrian. Me and you walk in the streets. Of course, we don't count. I'm comparing them to each other, to what they do in their profession. And there's clearly levels.
Salute, Glock, JSN.
We seen the level. Ryan Garcia got all that talent. But when he got in there with Tank, we saw a different level. It wasn't even competitive. Ryan was missing. He landed a few punches here and there, but he was missing for the most part. There was levels.
It got scary because Tank started smiling. It was that bad.
Right.
It was that bad.
Tank caught him in the body, and what Tank said, "Oh, gotcha." Yeah, he literally said it like, "Oh, gotcha." Like, bro, he was that comfortable. Because there's levels. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
There's a reason.
I always thought about it, Blue. There's C-class fighters, B-class fighters, A-class fighters, elites, and then a special. That's how I always thought about it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There's elite fighters. It's a tier above A. There's elite. And right after that elite is special. Is
what did Floyd always say? Those dudes are talented, but I'm God gifted. There's a difference.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's a difference.
Roy Jones in there fighting Dolly and Antoinette. Peace and blessings, Queen. Where you been at? Roy Jones in there fighting fighters with his hands behind his back. He in there fighting with his hands behind his back. That tells you his levels, right?
Boss Red 357, salute.
There's levels.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you 1,000%.
It's levels.
1,000% on that.
So don't ever try to come in and act like Daniel Roy was good. Don't ever come in and try to act like I watered down or downplay or talk down on these fighters, because I ain't never did such a thing.
Right. No, you always talk about that. You always lead with that premise. And many of videos, he can go back and watch them, where you would say, hey, anybody that stepped through that rope, you know what I'm saying, gets my respect, get all of my credit, get all the respect. It's been plenty of times you started videos like that. So
Okay.
I don't know if he's new, but yeah, definitely if you go back, you'll definitely see many of videos where he actually give them that credit 1,000%. Hell, he just had a video last week that the brothers just put in a super chat saying that he want the fans not to go against the boxers and call each other ducks because of the sport he loved. It is no divide. It is nothing that he ever have done on this channel that I've seen myself that caused division within the sport or to cause someone to downplay someone else stepping inside of that ring. I've never ever seen that. And in the chat, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen that from Blue Channel, not one time.
Yeah, I ain't on that time, man. That's an insult to me. You know what I'm saying? I take that personal because I never been on that type of time. So don't come here talking about I'm downplaying because I said there's more mediocre when I'm talking about when I say mediocre, I'm comparing them to each other. I'm not saying mediocre and like they ain't nothing. I'm talking about in comparison to each other is what I'm saying. In comparison to each other. That's why, hence the reason why. Hey, so let me tell you, who was it? Sugar Ray Robinson and George Foreman? No, it was Joe Louis. Joe Louis had Bum of the Month. Literally, Joe Louis used to call it Bum of the Month.
Robert, salute.
Come on, man.
Hey, D-Man said, nah, he not new. He just got a smooth brain. He got a smooth brain.
Yeah, man, this dude is weird, bro.
And for the people that don't know, like when the more wrinkle your brain has in it, the indication of how smart you are, how much intelligence you have. So the smoother your brain is, generally the stupider, the dumber you are. So,
yeah. Now he out here screaming to his mom, the meatloaf. Mom, the meatloaf! Burning the
meatloaf. Now, hey, D-Man, an undercover. He an undercover nerd. I know that. For him to say that, I was like, yeah, that was clever. That was a good one.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Salute to the chat.
Terrell Blanco, brother, back in the super chat. He said, click the link. Dennis the Menace. He ain't coming on here. Therapeutic AC podcast was good. Dudes, he coming on here just wanting to place a jacket. I ain't never seen this dude ever. No size was good. And first thing he do is come here talking about, hey, you dudes is this and you dudes is that. Know everything about us when we started and everything.
Right.
Ain't never contribute nothing. So clearly you watching every day. It's weird, bro. Split Wig 187, brother in the super chat. He said left Dennis looking like a hot dog at 7-Eleven, just spinning around. Dudes is weird. Joe Townsend, what's up, family? Dudes is weird, bro.
But anyways, on a lighter note, as we transition, I've been wrestling with this in my mind. Now, this is going to turn the chat up a little bit. But as everyone know in the chat, I've been extremely uncomfortable with Earl Spence and Terrence and Terrence Crawford.
Ho. Saul pound for pound. Click the link.
Uh-oh. We got another one. Hold on. Hold that thought. Saul, are you going to click the link before you say anything else? Just say yes or no in the chat. Are you going to click the link? That's it.
Yeah.
We got to start vetting these dudes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Saul. You were saying earlier, so click the link. Crush the legend. What's up, yes.
Sean, what's going on? Are you going to click the link if Blue have a conversation with you? We want a firm yes first and start filtering these dudes out.
Yeah. Creed's Boston. Whoa, what's up, family? Crush the legend. Genuine. What's good?
Exactly. Split Wigs 187. He's back.
Back. Now he come. Yeah, man. Ain't nobody paying. He talking about we Jim Jones. Oh, man, get out of here, bro. Oh, now you trying to act like you know some history. I need that. The soundboard, man. We gotta get the Sandman from from
No, I wouldn't get all
Apollo.
that stuff, man. Because
Sandman, get him out of here. The Sandman from the Apollo.
it'd be so many times, man. I be just want to press
Yeah.
get that. The
On the
switch
mic,
button.
great brother Terrence Bailey Sr. What's good? Robert Chandler, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, Blue, with Jamel moving up, if Crawford beats Spence, could you see him retiring afterwards? I can. Out of Wale M was good because I just can't see in a time frame where he'll be able to collect the belts, all the belts, like he will want. I just can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like what he beats Errol Spence twice. I know he wants to become undisputed, but how does he do it? If he beats Errol Spence twice,
Jamel don't come back down.
Jamel don't come back down, vacate them belts, bro. You talking about at least 2 years of fighting to get them belts? Cause he ain't Terrence Crawford. I mean, he ain't Canelo Alvarez. They ain't gonna give him a smooth path to be able to collect all them belts. They ain't gonna happen.
And you saying within a time frame
within he's 35.
Right. I get what you're saying.
He already 35.
Where Saul went? He can't. That was the fastest I ever seen him come in and go out.
Yeah, he came back. He said, "Where's the link?" So Saul.
Oh, really?
Now, yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Saul, you know the rules when you come in. If you lose, you got to drop 50. When I win, I mean, if I lose, then I drop you a cash app of $100. Deal, right, Saul? Don't waste my time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I know you live in fantasy land, so there probably ain't no clock and no time where you live at. It don't exist. Yeah, Dahlia Internet, they don't know why they don't like Devin Haney. They don't like Devin because they don't like Bill. Carmen was good. Because this is why, Dahlia, because Bill built his son up and put his son in this position, and they don't like it. Man, Bill talk too much. Bill too loud. Bill too this. Bill too that. Jason House said, Blue, why you doing that? Because it's my time. Time is money. I'm not doing it for free anymore.
Hey, Saul message in the chat.
He said, I don't wait for time. Time waits for me. Brother, do we have a deal? Yes or no? Yes or no, bro?
Hey, you got a shot. You got a shot at $100 tonight, Saul.
Really, yeah, a shot at $100 earlier today.
You got a shot at $100, man. You got a shot at the champ. You got a shot at $100. Champ in his hometown with the chat event. Yo, you get to do a lot if you take on the champ, man.
That's easy hundo.
It's easy work.
Easy hundo. Work.
How you feeling, champ?
Joe Townsend said dudes is posting fortune cookie quotes. Leo GT multimedia artist was good. He said dudes posting fortune cookie quotes.
Yo, D man, you wrong for that, man. Yo, oh the chat.
He said yes. Where is it? Okay, now y'all heard him. He said yes. Where is it? Cool.
There we go. Hey, that's what I want. Before we even start the argument, hey man, are you hitting the chat? Are you hitting the link? That's what I want. 1 second, Blue.
Always got a friend wearing big red shoes.
Hey,
wow.
Hey, smash the like button in the chat. We're about to get some blue smoke. You know what I'm saying? Home style barbecue, Texas style. Smash the like button. You want to see blue.
Jason House said, please answer. Why not Loma? Why not Loma? What? The world is yours. What's good?
What are you talking? What conversation was you hearing?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, Jason House. I don't even know what you're talking about, great brother.
Oh, you mean why Frank Martin shouldn't fight Loma?
I ain't say he shouldn't fight Loma.
Because he should fight Tank. You know, he's at the point. He's at the point in like he should fight Tank.
Young West 20. What's up, family? Boxing Spawn. What's good? I ain't say he shouldn't fight Lomachenko, but it's easier for him to fight Tank, isn't it? They on the same side of the street.
Quincy Carter, I got you, no doubt. No, that's fresh off the grill. Fresh off the grill, I got you.
All right, it's an easier fight to be made. That's why. They both on the same side. Loma ain't trying to fight. He ain't trying to fight nobody but a rematch with Devin. You think Top Rank is gonna make a fight between Frank Martin and Lomachenko? Let's be real. For what? Like, let's be real. Let's be honest here. Let's be realistic. No, Shakur or Loma Tank. That's funny, guy. I don't know. The thing is, do you think that they're going to make a fight with Lomachenko and Frank Martin? For what? Why would they come together to make that fight? If it's not ordered or sanctioned? Why do they come together and make that fight? Ahmad L, what's good, great brother? What do they come together to make that fight for? Salute to my brother Ahmad L in the super chat, dropping that half a duh on your boy Blue. He said, my brothers just showing love. Salute to you, King. Saul, pound for pound, show your face. He great. What's good, family? Show your face, great brother. Turn on the camera. Gene Do, what's up? Saul, pound for pound, show your face, bro. Turn your camera on. West Philly Tour, what's good, great brother?
You want to say hi to Blue? Huh? Want to say hi to Blue? Come say hi to Blue to the chat. Look who I caught up.
Up early, huh?
Yeah,
up late.
You want to say hi to Blue? Say hi, Blue.
Hi, baby.
Say hi, Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Say salute,
what you doing,
Chad.
girl? What you doing? What you doing up at 1 o'clock?
You're supposed to be sleeping.
My
mom.
Hey, you supposed to be sleeping. She ready to chat with y'all. She ready to take face-out position. You see that? Yo, she's trying to steal my position.
Yeah. Antoine Brown, Manuel Sanchez, what's up?
Say good night, chat.
Saul is here, but he won't show his face, people.
Go to sleep, buddy.
Saul, turn on the camera. Hey, he's in the back, but he won't show his face.
Who?
Saul.
Man, show your face, man. Come on, man. Hey, sit up. You gotta go to bed, buddy. Huh? Oh, go party. Go.
Man, that's precious, man. Blessings to them.
Man. Yeah, she's.
They They both up?
Yeah, nah, the other one sleep, but she took a nap, man. She like me. She don't listen.
Oh, she took a nap.
Her mom told her, don't take a nap. Yo, she snuck off in the room, played with her rabbit for like 30 minutes, and then she went to sleep. Yo,
that's me, bro. Naps.
Every good of me, man.
I'll be so tired during the day. Cool Breeze, what's good? Malik Walker, what's good?
Every bit, man. And she she's spoiled, man. I don't know. I'm gonna try to shoot for the boy, but she's spoiled, man. I don't think she's gonna give up that spot easy.
It's only right.
Well,
hey, Saul, are you gonna take? Terrence says seems like Saul's the troll. DJ Casperine was good. Hey, Terrence, he's right here in the back, but won't turn his camera on. Saul, turn the camera on, bro, and let's get it going. So when you don't pay up, everybody knows what you look like.
Hey, Larry Lopez, facts.
Yeah. Saul, turn your camera on so when you lose, then everybody can know who didn't pay up.
Oh, Saul thought about that. Yo, Saul checked that out. He said, wait a minute.
Said, he right in the back, but he won't turn the camera on.
He'll just turn the camera on.
All right, let's continue where we is at until Saul decides that he's going to turn on his camera. Antoine Brown, what's up, homie? Now he left. Look at Dennis Hampton. We ain't gonna Dennis, you want us to block you. But we ain't gonna block you.
What do you say?
See, he told my this is proof that people like to be lied to. Bring your money to the church. So Dennis, why you here? So Dennis, did you know this, Dennis? Word to the wise, not so smart guy. The moment you clicked on, you brought your money to my church. Uh-oh. Whoa, what's good, family? Oh, man. Rashawn Haynes, what's good? Hey, Saul done bailed out.
Dang, so I would thought about it, man. What thought we had one? I thought we had one. Blue, I don't think you should have cooked that dude that much, because then if you would have held that in the tank, they would.
No, Saul got this work earlier, remember? He was here earlier.
No, but you just had like a 15-minute highlight reel. It wasn't. You never got hit. It was bad. It was.
You know what? You know what it is that that's a personal jab at me, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a personal jab,
Right.
bro. Blue, why was you wasting my time? I was waiting. Right, come on, man. You heard me say to turn your camera on.
Just turn the camera on. That's it. You can click the link again. Just turn the camera on. Now we know you hear us.
Click the link, come back in, and turn your camera on, bro. Simple. You're stalling. Stop stalling. What's the name? Shoot it. Stop. Well, Teen Wolf. Stop stalling.
No, I don't know what that one was. You got me, Blue. Hey,
Teen Wolf. Coming to America, Teen Wolf.
How?
Put the money in the bag. Stop stalling.
What year that came out?
Which one?
The whatever you just said.
Teen Wolf? Oh, man. Teen Wolf showing my age, bro. That came out like 80.
Yo, you got me on that.
Yeah. I can't turn my camera on. It's broken. You're a man with a wife. You don't need to see a man's face. But you come here and look at my man, Saul, get out of here. As a matter of fact, hit the road, Jack.
That's wild.
You done played yourself.
That's wild.
Goodbye. You earned yourself a first-class ticket to
Jesse Carter. He was looking for that.
Yeah.
He was looking for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you got what you was looking for, great brother.
Yeah, he was looking for that.
Well, you're a man with a wife, man. Boston Spawn was good. Teen Wolf came out in 87. Yeah. Showing our age, great brother. Showing our age.
Team. I think I vaguely remember that. He was like slowly turning into a wolf, and he was in high school, right?
Yeah.
He had like a Letterman on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Vaguely.
We got my brother Ahmad L. Ahmad L is here.
Yo, my good brothers.
What's going on, big brother?
How you feeling? I remember you from last time. You was new subscribing last time. Actually, matter of fact, you dropped the 50.
Y'all my favorite channel. First of all, shouts out to Michael J. Fox for being Teen Wolf, for real.
Facts.
I'm showing my age now, right?
Facts.
I'm trying to find some better lights so y'all can see me, but I'm going to touch on what y'all was talking about. You know, I'll be in the bushes listening.
Go ahead, shoot,
I love y'all channel. But
see. But the thing is about
nobody
you,
moving.
L. See, here's the thing. You ain't trolling, so we don't need to see your face. You know what I'm saying?
Trolling.
That's for the trolls. We need to see their face. We need to see their face.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying, we can't blame Frank Martin. We can't blame Terrence. It's Bob Arum. Bob Arum is the problem. Top Rank is the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, my bad. Somebody got some background going on.
There you go, great brother.
Hello. All right.
Yeah.
No, it's Bob Arum. It's Bob Arum. It's ESPN. Bob Arum in Top Rank. As y'all know, is in cahoots with ESPN. They got a contract. It's the reason why Terrence Crawford left them is going to be the same reason why these good fights ain't getting made. Bob Arum only make the fights that is beneficial to him. He not making the fights for us, his fans. He's not making the fights for the boxers. He's not. He hasn't. Look at Bob Arum's track record. So any fighter we talking about under Bob Arum in Top Rank, bro, it's a wash. They have no control. They have no control. He's legit. He's like an 80s Don King. He's still here. He won't die. And he's still running his little sector of boxing where he can control some fighters. Now, we saw Oscar De La Hoya try to do the same thing, and brothers was leaving him. Everything from Canelo going to the zone, all the way down to Ryan Garcia about to leave him now. Terrence Crawford going all the way back to Bernard Hopkins. And Floyd Mayweather, they left Bob Arum.
Miguel Cotto, Manny Pacquiao.
I think Bernard, hold on. I think Bernard left Don King. But Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto, Manny Pacquiao recently left Bob Arum. And why? And left ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. How they leave them? They're only leaving ESPN because of Bob Arum. Bob Arum fucked ESPN boxing up. Excuse my language. I know y'all PG. My bad. But on some real stuff, it's Bob. It's not Frank.
So you saying that the fighters can't get the fights because of that other side of the street narrative?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Terrence Crawford couldn't get the fights that he wanted because of the cross the street narrative. It's not a narrative because it's the facts. So when something's a fact, nobody's playing a narrative. Bob Arum was controlling Terrence Crawford's career and was picking the fighters that he was supposed to fight. That's why Terrence Crawford ain't fight nobody compared to what Errol Spence did. That's why Errol Spence got 3 world titles and Terrence Crawford got 1. It's the same, bro. It's a Bob Arum. It's the mass media, and I apologize. I'm gonna say this a lot, and I said it the last time I was on y'all panel, bro. There is no governing body over these fighters. There's only promoters and TV channels and managers.
Right.
Nobody's dictating nothing with this. Like there's no oversight. So
yeah, Blue always says the Wild Wild West.
I'm not blaming no fighter under Bob Arum. I can't blame no fighter under Bob Arum, bro.
Yeah, Blue always says the Wild Wild West. Oh, band up. Just turn the other link. Turn the other link off so we can hear you.
But yo, who was Sean Porter and Kell Brook promotional company when they fought Terrence Crawford?
Sean Porter was with the PBC and Kell Brook was with he was with nobody. I don't think.
Eddie Hearn. He was Eddie Hearn. Wasn't he? He wasn't with Eddie Hearn?
He might have been, or he might have been by himself.
He a British dude, right?
Okay,
he a Brit. He a Brit, right?
Yeah, but he's
a Brit, right?
Yeah, but he was beefing with Eddie Hearn at the time.
So, right. Okay, but
so what was the cross the street stuff then?
No American promoter was really promoting him. The question is, why is Bob Arum stopping these brothers' money?
Well, I think the cross street narrative was blown up when Terrence fought Sean. He fought Sean. Sean was shown to PBC. You know, now granted, I understand what you're saying. A lot of these promoters got some personal issues with one another, like Eddie Hearn and De La Hoya going at it right now. De La Hoya don't like Al Heyman because somebody he took his fighters or something like that. You can't take what's not yours. You know what I'm saying? Them fighters had to leave and sign contracts. Al Heyman didn't take nobody. At one point, Bob Arum said that Al Heyman wasn't a real person. He don't exist. That stuff is personal. And they both Arum and De La Hoya sued Al at one point. All that stuff is personal, man. Like that whole thing with these promoters and the section bodies, that's like a closed fraternity. Right. They don't want you. They're not going to just allow anybody just to walk in. If you come in, you think you don't walk in, you're going to be met with a whole lot of road blocking and a whole lot of people trying to stall you out. People trying to bully you. People not trying to give you venues to host. To put your fight up. No TV time, no nothing. They're not. It's a closed fraternity. It's like the mob.
I see what both of you guys are saying. I see what both of y'all are saying, and ultimately the fighters and the fans get gypped. We don't get the fights that we want, and the fighters don't get the career that they deserve. 1000% agree with y'all.
No governing body.
1000%. Oh, let me say, band up. What's up, my brother? How's everything, man? How you feeling?
What's good with you, man? What's good with you, Armstrong? What's good, Blue?
What's good with you, nephew? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, yo, I know what you mean when you said that people that they fight down to their level. But man, he made me look bad, man. He made me look bad at work. T.O. made me look bad. I was at work doing security and they had the little fight on the big screen. I'm over here telling, I don't even speak Spanish. I'm over here telling the Mexicans, oh, you see that dude right there? You know, they barely understand me. I'm like, he about to beat the brakes off of him. And then T.O. didn't do it. He made me look bad. He made me look like I was lying. I'm like, man, this dude better do something the next fight. But he might got to run that one back.
Bro, Till look good, bro.
Hey,
T.O.
so you got a personal gripe with him.
For Sandor Martin.
Hey, so
Yeah, I'm talking about Martin
because you prepared your coworkers to see him. Hey,
it's personal with me and T.O. It's personal with me and T.O. now.
Yo, he was being a sideline promoter.
Exactly. Yo, I know what Band Up feel, and I'm with him on that because my uncle first time watching Boots was the fight before this one. And, oh God.
Oh man.
Yo, can I say something about Boots?
No, not that one.
Yeah.
Excuse me, brothers. Excuse me, brothers. Can I say something about Boots real quick?
Shoot, good brother. Go ahead.
All right. I'm from Philly. I live in Philly, born and raised, right? So we've been on Boots for years. And it's now getting to a point where he's the boogeyman. I mean, he's been a boogeyman for us. But now we're looking at it like, yo, after what he just did, he didn't do himself no favors with that last fight. They was already scared of him. Right? If I'm not, hold on. If my ears ain't mistaken me, Errol Spence said he wanted to beat Terrence Crawford, unify the titles, and move up.
Right.
He's moving up because there's only one brother left if he beats Terrence Crawford. If he beats Terrence Crawford, there's only one dude left at 47, and that's Boots. And he don't want no parts. I don't think nobody at 147 want no parts of Boots. Crawford, Spence, they've been ducking him. They've been avoiding him. And I ain't trying to be biased on some Philly stuff, but yo, he beats all of them dudes.
Yo, Spence is having a hard time. Spence is having a hard time making the weight. Spence got to move up. Spence is struggling to make the weight. Now, what I will say, what I will say is, I believe this is what I believe will happen. I don't believe Terrence will fight him, and I don't believe Terrence will fight no Charlo neither. But I believe the fight between Earl and Boots will come down at a higher weight, and it'll be a torch passing type of fight. I think Earl will be on his way out.
No, wait. I agree with you until you said torch passing. No, it ain't gonna be no torch passing. Boots gonna chase Errol to 154. He gonna chase him. If Errol wins that undisputed championship and leaves 147 to go to 154, Boots is like, F that.
He never said he was going to defend the unified title. He said he was going to get it and move up.
Why fight Terrence Crawford after Errol beat him when Terrence don't want to fight him neither?
Yeah, Earl been saying that before I even knew who Boots was.
Hey, bro. Hey, Blue.
Boots been beating people up for 6-7 years. Yo, ask Blue. Blue will tell you all day.
Hey. I just got to go by. I don't think EJ is a scary fighter. I think EJ will fight anybody on the side. EJ just said that he want to move up because he's done with that weight. He's ready to move up.
Exactly.
He's ready to move up to the next weight class. It's not
he's
hard.
Running from Boots. He's gonna run from Boots.
Hey, real quick, y'all. Real quick.
Go ahead, Band Up.
Come on, say what's up.
Hi.
Oh, look at that. Hi. What you doing?
She just turned 11 today.
Oh, man.
She just turned 11 today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, little buddy.
She getting the water park and the sparklers out. She doing some sparklers. Hey,
chat. Say salute to the little princess and happy birthday. Let's show the little princess.
Yeah, she was. My son out here. You know what I mean? They up here doing some sparklers.
Man. That's what it's about. Trust me, man. I'm like that too, man. I can't.
Hey, and I kid you not. She asked to come up and say hi.
Wow. She said yes.
She said yes.
Happy birthday. She got many birthday wishes in the chat, man. Tell her happy birthday.
So,
That's
yeah,
what's up.
everybody say happy birthday, Lace. And I see the keys.
Ever chill. There's no possible way Earl can run from Boots because Boots is not going to stay at 147 and make a career at 147 either. Boots is probably going to end up at 160 something.
No, Boots
Boots
is going to chase the best fighters. So if Errol go up to 154, Boots going to chase him, or he going to fight Terrence at 47 if Errol beats him. It ain't like
Earl's
Boots
not going
can
to
make 47. He can make 54. I mean, Boots can fight anybody. He wants to fight everybody, and nobody wants to fight him. He's truly the boogeyman.
You're missing the point. Earl is not going to be able to avoid him. Period. He's going to have to fight him. It might. If not at 47, it's going to be at 54. It's going to be at 60. So that whole narrative about only way you can legitimately say that Earl ducked or avoided Boots is if Earl retired without fighting. That's the only way. But as long as he active, you can't say that.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. If Errol does beat Terrence Crawford and moves up, say Boots don't feel like moving up right away, or he takes one more fight. That one more fight is against who? Is Terrence Crawford going to take that fight after losing to Errol Spence?
I doubt it.
Right.
But Mosley already said that it's not going to be a rematch between them two, but they're going to fight it.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish my point. So if that's the case, if Terrence Crawford is going to lose to Errol Spence and not fight Boots after that, Boots has no recourse as far as money go, as far like forget them titles, because they're all going to be vacant if Errol moves up. So if Terrence Crawford don't want to fight for the vacant titles against Boots after Errol moves up, then Errol going to chase, Boots is going to chase Errol to 154 because he has no other recourse. He can grab some paper titles, but that doesn't put him in any different position than the position he's in now.
That's not true. That's Blue. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Earl wins and vacates the titles and move up, doesn't that make Boots move into?
Hold on, look, good brother. You got to let the other brother rebuttal.
Why would he take the paper titles? Why would he take a paper title?
Hold on, real quick, brother. You got to let the other brother rebuttal. What's your rebuttal, brother?
I was saying if Earl beats Terrence and moves up and vacates the titles. Now, Boots is already interim champ for what time? What is IBF?
Yeah, I think it's IBF.
Okay, so if Earl wins and vacates the belts, doesn't that elevate Boots to full champ?
I think
no. He has to fight. He has to fight for the paper title
because he's interim champ, right?
No, he has to fight for the paper title. All right. He has to fight for a paper championship. So if whatever belts Errol vacates, those titles are vacated. It don't go to nobody. A fighter has to fight.
Right.
They have to fight for those paper titles. That's why we call them paper titles, because they contract belts that are vacant. Why would Boots fight for a paper title when he can chase a bigger money fight at a different weight class if this guy is running from him? Why?
Because he doesn't have
only if Terrence Crawford don't want to fight him for the vacant titles. Now, if Errol Spence moves up after beating Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford is willing to fight Boots for those vacant titles, that's something different. But your man just said Terrence Crawford ain't gonna want to fight Boots after fighting Errol and losing. It's not gonna happen.
Man, I don't understand your argument.
What?
I don't understand your argument.
He said he don't understand your argument.
So my argument is this: if Errol Spence beats Terrence Crawford, and then Errol Spence moves up in weight and vacates all those titles, it'll be 4 titles he's vacating, right? Mm-hmm. So Jerron Ennis is in line for 2 of those titles, right? So Terrence Crawford will be coming off a loss. So it would make sense for those 2 to fight for at least 2 of those vacant titles, if not all 4, right? And if they don't do that, if Terrence Crawford decides to take time off or doesn't want to go at Boots for these vacant titles because we know Boots would be right in line for any kind of vacant title, right? That's his fight. Why would he fight someone else for a vacant title that's not a pay-per-view, that's going to be on some regular Saturday fight night stuff, instead of moving up and waiting, chasing Errol Spence? He would make more money and get more love fighting Errol Spence at 154 for no title than he would fighting some other dude outside of Terrence Crawford for the 147 titles.
Okay, so how does that make sense for Errol if he gets undisputed at 47 and he goes, come on, man, and he goes,
sorry, my bad, brother, you got to let him speak. You know, we let
my bad. I'm not used to it. My bad.
And if Errol gets undisputed at 47 and he goes to 54, okay, then you saying that the bigger fight for Boots would be for him to I guess drop the interim title and go after Earl at 54. Now, and then I guess I'm assuming what you're saying that would be their both first fight at 54. How does that make sense for Earl when he's up there to try to get undisputed or something, or get to become champion in a second weight division to take on a fight with somebody like Boots, his first fight at 54? How does that? It might make sense. It might sound good for Boots, but it don't sound good for Earl. Because there's nothing in it for Earl.
Question.
You get
Let me answer his question.
Right.
Yes,
No,
let me answer his question.
You about to speak right now. Go ahead. Shoot.
Right. I'm not saying Earl's first fight at 154 is going to be Boots. I'm saying Boots is going to chase Earl to 154 if he can't get that fight with Crawford for those vacant titles. Earl is going to get a fight at 154 regardless. It ain't going to be Boots. You know what I'm saying? He'll fight whoever at 154 just to prove that he can fight at 154, and then he'll be in line for a title shot. He's not going to fight for the title right away at 154. He's going to take a 54 fight, prove that he's a man at 154, or prove that he can fight at 154, and he'll take a title shot.
Who's that?
I'm not saying Earl.
No, that ain't what Earl
I'm
do.
not saying.
Earl don't take two enough.
Hold on, bro.
Hold on,
I gave you the same respect. Give me the same respect. I'm not saying Earl's first fight at 54 is going to be Boots. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Boots will chase him to 54 for the money. Boots has been playing a waiting game his whole career. He'll wait. He'll wait for Errol to prove himself at 54. And if Boots can't get a title shot against Terrence Crawford for a vacant title after Terrence Crawford loses to Errol Spence at 47, then he's not going to. It doesn't make sense for him to fight another guy at 47 for some vacant titles when he can wait a little bit and kind of poach Errol Spence to come to him. Almost, it's like he can make himself the boogeyman and make everybody else scared of him. Like, you have to fight this guy. Somebody got to fight this dude. You can't keep ducking him. So what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let me get these super chats. We got brother Boxing Fan 4-time brother in the super chat. He said, in my opinion, Tank fighting De Los Santos, Colbert, or Rolly 2. I like the De Los Santos fight. That's a good fight.
De Los Santos, yeah.
Yeah. Wale M brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on the super chat. Happy birthday to myself and the princess. I have spent 60-40 over Crawford. Salute to Wale M. Happy birthday, great brother. Blessings to you, and blessings to the princess, man. 4K Zay, what's up, 4K? Where you been at?
Okay, where you
my
been,
brother Wale M dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Go ahead, great brother.
I still don't understand your point. I'm gonna tell you why. Boots, in my opinion, is the next is gonna be the next pound for pound fighter. In my opinion, I think he'll end up being pound for pound. But the whole premise about Earl ducking and all that kind of stuff about going to 54 and all that and Boots and it not making any sense for Boots to clean out 47.
Stand up. Yeah. There you go. Go ahead, good brother.
It don't make any sense to me. You know that Boots had put in all that work at 47 and not go ahead and clean out the division. As far as Earl ducking and whatnot, Earl cannot duck him. They're going to have to see each other at a higher weight at some point. That's going to happen.
Brother, let me ask you a quick question.
let me finish my point though.
Yeah.
I don't see I don't see I don't see the whole duck logic, and I personally don't see why Boots, who has no issue making the weight at all, he's never said anything about making the weight. What was the issue? Even though he's a big 147 pounder, but he's young. Well, 47 pounder, but he's young. I think it's about the whole boogeyman thing. I think it'd be better solidify himself to clean out the division. Now, if Earl win the belts, and he move up, the belts scatter like the Dragon Balls. Now it ain't just Boots and Crawford that they're striving for one of them belts. You got Stanionis, and you got some other ones. They've been clamoring for them belts. Those two, Crawford and Boots, aren't going to be the ones. They're not going to fight for two belts back to back. There's other people. You know what I'm saying? So they'll have to. It'll be a whole probably like a little mini tournament, as long as you got willing participants. But as far as that, anyway, long story short, Ennis, in my opinion, if I was his manager, I'd have him clean out 47, and then see what develops at 54, and then make my move at the proper time. I wouldn't just go chasing after Spence for a fight that's going to happen anyway, and try to make it happen sooner.
Okay. Well, what's your argument? Because I'm siding with Terrence Bailey right now. I'm pretty much siding with him. That's my thought process in it right now. But I want to hear what's your rebuttal for that.
So how can you clean out the division without beating the dude who just vacated the undisputed world title? So we haven't had a 147-pound undisputed champion in a long time, right? So we'll have a guy who cleans up the division by winning all 4 belts, and he leaves before fighting the next best fighter. How does Ennis clean out the division without fighting the undisputed champion, right? So, what business sense does it make for him to fight another guy? Like you said, Stannis, I mean, yes, there's other guys in the division, but are those other people household boxing names? Are they going to bring in the money? Are those pay-per-view title fights? We got to think about what he's looking for as far as his livelihood and his career. That man has been slighted for years. He's waiting for his moment. He's waiting for his night. And his night ain't going to come against a paper vacant title fight against somebody other than Terrence Crawford or other than Errol Spence. Yes, he's going to.
Let me say this.
If he keeps performing like he did the other night, he will be a pay-per-view fighter. He don't need nobody else. He is the guy.
Hold on, let me say this.
Nobody's buying the pay-per-views. Go ahead.
Let me say this, right? So this is the thing with Boots and Spence and Crawford is that, like I said earlier, that it's unfortunate he came a generation behind them. He's a generation behind them, right? And so they have essentially cleaned out the division once whomever beats each other, right? Because they clean out their era in the division. You know what I'm saying? Now he got 31 fights in right now, but he's still only 25. So he got fast tracked. So he's an era behind them. So you got to think they 10 years older than him. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford 35, he 25. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is 33, 7 years older than him, 8 years older than him. So they've been in this division. You got to figure 2017. When they really started making noise in the division. You know what I mean? You're talking seven years ago. You know what I mean?
Stand up.
Somebody got me up.
Yeah. So you're talking about 7 years ago. So it's not that Errol Spence has been talking about moving up since 2019. Before Boots even truly came on the scene, Errol Spence was talking about moving up in weight. Now Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, Terrence Crawford moved up afterwards, but Terrence Crawford is even an older fighter than both of them. You know what I'm saying? So Terrence Crawford moved up. So it's just bad timing for Boots. It's unfortunate.
Would you say Boots is a tweener?
He comes in the era of Virgil Ortiz.
Would you say Boots is a generational tweener then? right? He's a generational
he,
tweener.
He's
kind of a tweener because he's been fighting for so long, even though he's young. But he's kind of a tweener because he's in between.
No, he's not
these
a
two
generational.
generations.
He's not a generational tweener. What he is he's a skill set tweener. His skill sets puts him above everybody else, and it puts you in the same conversation and breath with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence.
So I was gonna say
he's still in the generation of Virgil Ortiz.
That's what I was gonna say. Isn't he ahead of everybody in his? So he's ahead of everybody in his generation, but a little bit behind the generation before him.
Right.
Basically, is what you're saying. Okay.
So
he's stuck in a bad place.
Yeah, exactly. So and then on top of that, right, Ahmad, he came at a time where the fight that everybody's clamoring for is somewhat being dragged out.
Yeah.
So if they would have already fought, it would have gave him a better, clear path to fight one of them. But because the fight we wanted, Errol Spence getting in the car accident, then suffering the eye injury, it set him back. It set them back, and it also set him back. You see what I'm saying?
Add in Bob Arum to that.
Right. And so now, on top of that, you factor in he's active, right? They ain't active. And they're not active because the levels is not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is Terrence Crawford? They had a point where it got to make supreme business sense, where he could fight Lipinets and get a pass with that. Terrence Crawford fought David Avanesian, who's ranked 6, and everybody came down. It was like the world came crashing down on him because he ain't fight. It gotta be Errol Spence or somebody of that magnitude. You see what I'm saying? Where Boots can fight, he can, like, we know, we're not fools. We know he's skill set wise on the same level as them. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
they're giving Boots jobbers. They're giving Boots jobbers. They giving Boots whoever is willing to fight him right now.
Now I will say this. I will say this about Boots. I will say he's getting a runaround with the other fighters in his generation. The Virgil Ortizes, the Stanionis, the Rashidi Ellis was inactive, but those fighters, and then he can't land I don't want to say quote unquote, but the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? He can't land those other fighters to even make a case to get into officially. We know he's there, but he can't officially get into that conversation, into that boat with them, because the Keith Thurmans and the Ugases is still somewhat focusing on a dream that may have passed them. You know what I'm saying? But Keith Thurman is saying, listen, I only got 1 loss, which is correct. But Keith Thurman fought a total of 3 times in 6 years. And then the politics jumps in.
Like Keith fight Boots.
Right. So then the politics.
He ain't lining that up.
Right. But
Keith Thurman's not lining up that fight.
No, Keith Thurman don't want to do it. So and then the politics hurts Boots as well, because then the WBC comes along and says, well, you know what? Let's leapfrog Keith Thurman over Boots Ennis to be the mandatory for Errol Spence. So now, even if he was in position, he still wouldn't. Let's say Errol Spence say, I'm staying at 147. The powers that be gonna say, bro, you fighting Keith Thurman if you stay here.
That's crazy. That's crazy though.
They not gonna allow, because guess what's gonna happen? Errol gonna say, nah, I'd rather fight Boots. And the WBC gonna say,
we not sanctioning it.
We not sanctioning it. Right. So you know what I'm saying? It'll put Errol in the bad position. So Errol's just gonna be like, you know what? I'm going up.
Yeah. Earl be doing Boots a favor by going up. Earl be doing Boots a favor, honestly, by going up.
Yeah,
what he blew?
It goes back to no governing body. Like, we don't got no Dana White overseeing boxing, or no Vince McMahon, or no
it's
NFL,
like I say, Ahmad, I always say this: boxing is the Wild Wild West.
Man, if Dana White was over top of boxing, you can cancel them paydays.
The paydays ain't gonna be
That's
there.
a fact. That's a fact, though.
They be getting
Brothers
food
wouldn't be
stamps,
making
man.
no 30 million and 20 million if Dana White. They be making 2.
Right.
2,000.
They be
We'll see
making
the
2.
fights we want to see, but you ain't gonna see no paydays with it.
Right. We will see we will see the fights, but they wouldn't see the paydays.
Yeah. Well, the payday gonna be there. It's just our money gonna be going to Dana White instead of the fighters.
Exactly. Because if you ask me, that mixed martial art in some cases can be more brutal than a boxing match. They breaking limbs. You know what I'm saying? They dislocating shoulders. I'm messing around my daggone neck, and they not. I've never heard of a $30 million UFC fighter unless the fighter was fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only that, sir.
Hence the reason why they talking
UFC
about
is mismatched, though.
Hence the reason they talking about Francis Ngannou fighting Tyson
John
Fury.
Jones. Well, and John Jones. Look. UFC is mismatched, though. Don't let them mess you up. Yeah, don't match up the right guys when the fans want it. But when it comes to their champions and the guys they want to push, the guys that want to get over, and girls that they want to get over, they will mismatch them against people that can't fight. They will hype up the opponent. But them dudes can't fight. Like Conor McGregor can't fight.
They do that in boxing.
You know what I'm saying? Like Conor McGregor never defended. So Conor McGregor never defended a UFC title. Ever. But people look at him in this big ass revered upper echelon essence. He is not upper echelon. He's never defended one title. We got brothers like Mighty Mouse, who people don't even know Demetrius Johnson is, but this dude defended the UFC title 11 times, gets no credit. But Conor McGregor don't defend the UFC title one time, and he's making
what it is
money.
for Conor McGregor, though?
So don't get that
it's
messed up
marketability.
with that.
It's marketability with Conor McGregor. The dude got a swag and got a mouth.
Right.
Yeah, he can sell a fight.
Hey,
he can sell a fight. He got swag and he got a mouth.
From Ireland.
Hey, put it like this.
Anderson Silva.
Hey, put it like
Anderson
this.
Silva is the greatest fighter ever. He should be making way more money than these dudes.
Hey, man, and Rolly's a champion. Some people just some
That's
people
a fact.
just talk their way. Yo, some people just talk their way to stardom. Some people just
That's
do.
a fact.
Some people
look at Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, blonde-haired girl, couldn't fight, got beat up by all these Brazilian girls, made all that money. You're right.
They talk their way
So no, but my point is, it's a give and a take when we talk about a governing body, because a governing body can be corrupted, just like Dana White corrupted the UFC. Yes, it gives us the fights that we want, but he controls all the money. At least
you can talk your way into a championship fight. You can talk your way into an ass whooping.
All right, fellas.
We don't get the fights that we want.
Fellas,
I'm sorry, my bad.
Y'all very knowledgeable. Y'all did your thing. Man, I want to talk about this Earl, and I want to talk about but did y'all watch All Access? How'd y'all feel about that? Let's change the tone of this up because
Loved it.
Bud looked like he put on some size to me, man. Bud looked good. A lot of people say Bud looks small. And did you see All Access, Blue?
Yeah. I finally watched. I actually watched it this morning or yesterday morning.
Bud like he put on some size.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was watching him in the back of the truck with Bo Matt. I was like, Bud look good. They keep talking about
he's bigger. I see that he was bigger, but I love all access, the way they touched on each fighter's. I know it was only episode 1, but the way they touched on Errol Spence's, like his background and all that stuff, and they took him to the Dallas Cowboys and all that, had him talk about it. And then they switched right on. The second half of the show was all Terrence. Like, they're getting better with it. You know what I'm saying? This is Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard, bro. Like, this is a generational fight, man. Like, this is what it like. This is what it is.
Yo,
this is why I'm here. That's why I found y'all channel, bro.
Did you see the similarities with both of them?
Man,
caught that.
Bro,
I said these dudes is like looking into a mirror. That just the lifestyle, who they do it, who they do it for, how humble they are. You know how family oriented they are. These guys they have much more to compare than they do have they have much more that you can compare in similarities than they do have of opposing things. That's the opposite. They almost identical in the way their lifestyles are. Almost. It was beautiful, man.
I think that they made this fight at the right time. Like, finally, we got a match against 2 undefeated champions in the same weight class at the right exact time. 2 years ago is not as good as where it is now. because Errol Spence went through so much. Terrence Crawford went through so much. So many fighters. They both fought like opponents. Give them time to fight like opponents. Give them time to go through adversity outside the ring and inside the ring. Give them time to get better. Give Terrence Crawford time to mature into a welterweight. Give Errol Spence time to come off of his injury from crashing the 488 Ferrari joint. You know what I'm saying? Came back, fought Danny Spence. Came back, fought Udis. You know what I mean? Unified the titles. Now he got the belts. Now you got the one belt that he want, and he got all three. And y'all in y'all prime. This is they're in the athletic. They're athletic prime. We don't never see this in boxing no more.
It's a crazy storyline. What you got to say on the mic? What you got to say, good brother, about that? Oh, and Anthony, you got to go watch it. You have to go watch it, man. It's really good. It's really good. You got to go watch it. What you got to say about that?
Really, really good. That's a great first episode.
Talking about
right
the size difference. When I had an interview with Bomac about 2 years ago.
Okay.
He said that Bud walk around about 165, 170.
Mm-hmm.
So he cuts weight down to 147. But but his walk around weight between 160 and 170, 175, whatever. But he said a lot of that's water or whatnot. So it's not like that. Bud is that much smaller, and Bomac also, and then
everybody say Bud too small. If you look in the comments, they say Bud too small. Spence gonna walk through. I'm like, Bud look good.
No, they're not.
Yeah, well,
not too small.
And then the other thing is that Bomac also
was too small against Tommy Hearns.
The other thing that Bomac also said was that he kept Bud down at 140, 135 or whatnot, purposely. He said Bud could have went to 147 way before he did. He said he purposely kept him down there at 135, 140 or whatnot, because there was stuff down there to get, like the undisputed whatnot. And I think, be honest with you, I think about it in hindsight after seeing what Canelo did at 168,
right? And
wonder if Bomac didn't do that first. Saw a weak division, Danny Garcia and all them had left or whatnot, and said, we got this. We the strongest camp here. Let's go ahead and clean this out. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes 177.
Question real quick.
Shoot.
Okay.
All right,
Bud been moving up since 130, right? He been fighting bigger fighters. He moved up, fought a bigger fighter. And we questioned it at 130, 135, 140, 147 now. You know what I mean? He's a legit champion at 147. He's been rocking at 147. Is this too much? Is Errol, who's going to go to 154, and I don't think Bud can ever go to 154, in my opinion, but this man talking about going to 154, we always look at Errol Spence as the bigger fighter, even though we seeing them next to each other is real comparable. Let me ask you, Errol is the stronger fighter.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know that. Not yet.
Finally, hold on. Do you think Bud finally moved up too much in fighting so much of a bigger?
No, I
like this is a big welterweight.
Right. No. I explain it to you. I've been.
You understand what I'm asking?
Right. Yeah, I understand what you're asking. And if anybody have been watching, I've been very uncomfortable with picking anyone, Earl or Terrence. I'll say that 1,000 times. Bro, Earl seems stronger, right? He seems like he got the heavier thudding shots. He seems very strong. But we also gotta put in Bud has ability, right? As well. Me and Blue did a rating not too long ago, maybe early this month, where we were talking about what do we rate their abilities, because of Bud and Spence was rating each other. So we decided to do it on the show. And believe it or not, I believe that Terrence Crawford got more one-punch knockout power than EJ do, even though EJ got heavier thudding punches. I believe that Terrence Crawford,
was that at lighter weights, or was that all at welterweight though?
But that's the thing. That's the thing. It could be at lighter weights, but who hasn't he done it against? Even David Avenese.
He knocked out his last 7 opponents.
That's what I'm saying.
But look at the resume though. But we gotta check the resume at that point.
Terrence Crawford has only
check the resume.
Terrence Crawford has only went the distance 3 times in 10 years.
Against who?
But we can't say against who. right? Because they professional boxers. When you got knockout power like Tank and you got Deontay Wilder, when you got a certain type of special power, Deontay Wilder, people said the same thing about Deontay Wilder. Who he knocking out? Then you put him in there with Luis Ortiz, he knock him out. Then you put him
Who has a better resume? Who had the tougher fights, Blue?
No. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence has the tougher fights because he's fighting in a more glamorous division.
So he's gonna have less knockouts, right?
Yeah, but no, that's not the case. That's not true.
Here's
Deontay Wilder fights in the most glamorous division and he got all knockouts.
Come on now. The heavyweight division is way different than every other division in boxing.
I'm saying,
no, that's not true. That's not true. Let me tell you why. Alexander Usyk only has 13 knockouts, but he's the undisputed cruiserweight and the unified heavyweight champion. So you don't have to get knockouts in the heavyweight.
You're right. That's all skills.
Yeah, it's all skills. So you either have knockout power or you don't.
And that's what I'm saying.
How many knockouts did Floyd get after he went from Pretty Boy to Money?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, we can't count that. He messed his hands up. He messed his hands up.
So
what I'm saying,
but then you look at Manny Pacquiao. It's all about it's how you deliver the power.
Yeah.
Right. So even though, think about it, right? Errol Spence hit Sean Porter, just wally mopped him with that hook, right? His head, 360 turned. You know what I'm saying? But guess what Sean Porter did?
Got up,
looked at him, smiled.
He said, "Bring it on." He said, "Bring it."
Sean Porter, a whole warrior though. We're talking about warriors.
Right, but what I'm saying is, Bud still put him down twice. Bang, bang. And you can see the differences when Terrence Crawford caught Sean Porter. It's because he catches you with angles. First of all, he got power in both hands, and he's how you say it's ambidextrous, right?
Yeah.
So he catch you out of position. He caught Sean out of position.
He catch you out of position, and Sean saw that uppercut coming. He just couldn't do nothing about it because of the angle and the weird way he delivered it. It's like it's not supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying?
So Blue,
he was off balance, and he went on and took it over.
That's my
it's
point.
not the power coming from him; it's the way he hit it. He was his precision hurt him more than the power.
Right, but it's still all in his delivery. It's like when Wilder knocked you out. So people like to say
no, it's not when Wilder hit you with all power. What you were describing was precision.
Right, but that's what I'm telling you. Check it out. Right. Wilder hit you with precision as well. When Wilder hit Brazil, he feinted the jab and came with the right hand behind it. Bang. When he knocked out Ortiz, he had him on the inside, came with an uppercut. Bang, the first round.
And Spilker was a counter shot.
And Spilker, he was going backwards and counted him. Boom. So was the last dude he fought.
Haney.
He was going backwards and caught him. Bang. Right. Yeah. So it's the way they deliver it. So it's even you look at Tank. Tank is going backwards, ducking underneath, and counters Ryan. Bang.
Did the same thing to the other boy too, the last dude.
Hector Garcia, right?
No. The one that took his way into an ass whooping. What's his name?
Rolly.
Yeah,
Rolly on the back foot counters him. Bang. So they have this natural God-gifted power, but it's also in the way they deliver it.
Coupled with the ability, right?
Exactly. So Terrence Crawford, it doesn't matter who Terrence Crawford is in there with. This is what we do. Now let's take this into consideration. Nobody discredits Tank for having power. Nobody says, man, Tank only has power because who he fought.
Right.
Everybody says, oh man, Tank got power. But nobody's saying, well, Tank only he only displays power when he's fighting because of the level of opponents that he's fighting. So why do we do that with Terrence Crawford? We dismiss and we forget that Terrence Crawford fought in lower weight classes just like Tank did. He started at 130. Tank started at 126. He only started a division above Tank. You understand? And we forget the fighters he did fight and drop. Like he dropped Victor Postol twice. And Victor Postol was considered, see, this is what we do. We forget that Victor Postol was considered the boogeyman at 140. Let's not forget that people said that Victor Postol, everybody's ducking that man. He was Jaron Ennis.
He did what he
was
wanted.
Sergey Kovalev. Remember, they said Danny Garcia's ducking Victor Postol. They said Victor Postol went in it. They said what was his name? Terrence Lucas Matisse.
Yeah.
Lucas Matisse was ducking Victor Postol. Danny Garcia and Terrence Crawford was ducking Victor Postol. Lamont Peterson was ducking Victor Postol. Lucas Matisse gave him the opportunity, and what did he do? He beat the absolute brakes off of Lucas Matisse, destroyed him, and then people was like, "That's why everybody's ducking that man." Then Terrence Crawford told him like he tried to fight Danny Garcia or move up. And then guess what? They started putting the pressure, man. Terrence Crawford ducking Victor Postol. Terrence Crawford said, "Okay, make the fight happen, man." And then what he do? He didn't knock him out, but he dropped that man twice and outclassed him.
Right.
Hey,
So
but Blue though.
his power is real.
Hey, but Blue, let me mention this though. We look at Terrence's the dominance at the lower weight classes, right? And then Bomac said out of his own mouth that he kept Terrence down there for a reason. That Terrence could have came to 147 years prior to what he actually did. But at those lower weight classes, he was getting hurt by much smaller fighters. Gamboa, who's that dude that got the unofficial knockdown?
Gamboa hit hard as hell.
You talking about Igor Kavalauskas, but that was at 47 though.
Was that 47? Well, he got buzzed and got got a little bit sticky leg with smaller fighters, right? And then here we talk about him fighting a guy who could actually really fight at middleweight if he chose to.
No doubt. But I'm just talking about in reference to his power. Hold on, let me get these super chats real quick.
Fight at 135 against Gamboa.
Hold on. Yeah, he fought Gamboa at 35. Salute to brother Quincy Carter in the super chat. He said, "What's your bud do to negate Errol's pressure? Box on the back foot, change it up,
Quincy, he got a box.
He got a box on the back foot. He got to change up the look. He got to change the channel on him. He got to, just give him different looks. He got to. Ultimately, what he has to do is force Errol Spence to keep restarting. If he can force Errol Spence,
can you elaborate on that?
When I mean restarting is, Errol Spence is an 18-wheeler going downhill with no brakes, right? You got to make him have brakes. You got to force Errol Spence to think, to be a boxer. Force him to fight the fight he fought Mikey Garcia. Not allow him to get into a rhythm and get momentum, because it's hard to stop that train.
The way he did on Victor Postol. The way he did, he didn't allow him to get started.
Well, not even just like how he fought Jose Benavidez Jr.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who had power. You just gotta, he can't do what he did with Sean Porter. Right? What he did with Sean Porter was.
I agree, Quincy Carter. Agree.
What he did with Sean Porter was he was countering Sean Porter, and that was his whole game plan, was to counter Sean Porter. He kept countering Sean Porter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just the bull in the matador. Every time now he made him miss and look silly sometimes, let him fall in head first into the turnbuckle, into the corner and all that.
Nobody's ever done it to Sean before.
Yeah, no, nobody's ever.
Sean's got the best feet in the game in terms of able to do that.
Yeah, he got the best footwork. But what he got to do with Errol Spence is, because Errol Spence has arguably the most educated feet, right? He never really steps out. What Errol does wrong, the mistakes he made is from the waist up. He'll bend and dip into the wrong area, but he won't. His base is sturdy, and it's in the proper stance always.
Let me say this as well.
Blue. Hold on. I need to ask him a question.
Go ahead. Let me say this. No, because I want to hear you brothers speak. I'm speaking all night, but I definitely want to catch some of this.
I want to ask Blue a question real quick though.
No, you know what? Go ahead, because I want to cook. Go ahead, good brother. Go ahead, good brother.
All right. Yeah. Real quick. So, on one hand, you said Errol is a tractor trailer going downhill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to stop him, you got to make him fight the Mikey Garcia fight. I mean, I kind of disagree with that, because if you watch the Mikey Garcia fight, he adapted to the fighter, like in my opinion, from what I
Mm-hmm.
saw. It looked like because Mikey Garcia, prior to that, Mikey Garcia went through some stuff, gained some weight and all that. But prior to that, Mikey Garcia was a technical wizard. You know what I mean? And Errol Spence came into that fight looking at that, I thought. And he fought him based on maybe what Mikey was compared to what Mikey is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think Errol Spence has more tools in the toolbox than I think you're giving him credit for, because
No,
I
I'm
think
not.
he
No,
can
no, I'm not.
adapt.
I'm not discrediting his
Hold
tools
on,
and toolbox.
hold on.
So let me
Let me finish real quick.
let me address it, right? So with Mikey Garcia is
Like, you hear
physically
what I'm saying, all
challenged.
right?
So he outboxed Mikey Garcia. He adapted to Mikey Garcia, but Mikey Garcia is physically challenged. He don't have long arms. He's not tall. He's not athletic. He's not quick. Terrence Crawford is more twitchy. So if Terrence Crawford makes Errol Spence box, he's quicker than Errol Spence. He
This
has
is what I'm
longer
saying.
arms.
This is
He has
exactly.
longer arms
Stop
than
right there
Errol.
real quick.
Uh-huh.
You said the perfect thing. If Terrence Crawford makes Errol Spence box, I think based on what you're saying, he's gonna surprise you. Because once you make Errol Spence box, he be telling you. I'm telling you,
You think you said outbox Terrence?
he got it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not saying he's gonna outbox him. I'm not saying he's gonna outbox him. I'm saying nobody's giving him credit for his boxing. Is what I'm saying.
No.
I
But
think
that's
he's
what I'm
strong
telling
enough.
you.
Hold
No,
on.
he's definitely
His
a
tools in
great
his
boxer, but
toolbox is going to surprise Terrence in those middle rounds. Is my opinion. He's
no.
going to show Terrence
See,
something that
no,
Terrence ain't see on film.
Terrence will make the
He's
adjustments.
going to show him something that he going. All
Yeah,
right,
but
that's cool.
Errol is
That's Terrence's
consistently
whole game.
fundamentally. You
Terrence's
gotta
whole game is making adjustments.
I don't think
Errol's
he can
whole
hear you.
game is not making adjustments, and he's
right.
going to make an adjustment that I think Terrence ain't going to see.
No. But that's the thing. He can't make an adjustment that Terrence Crawford never seen before.
All right. I still got Errol by decision, by the way.
He can't make an adjustment. He can't make an adjustment to outbox and shock Terrence Crawford by outboxing him. That's not gonna happen.
Okay. You're having that watch party, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where he could do it, where he could he's fundamentally sound, right? And he's gifted in that area, but he's not going to. Okay, for instance, we used the Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan comparison, right? When Tim Duncan has you on a block and he's compared, in those areas, but are you just talking about just a free fall, just a one-on-one? If Tim Duncan was playing Kevin Garnett one-on-one, Kevin Garnett will probably win. You know why? He could step out and shoot a three. He can pull you away from the basket, right? He's quicker than Tim Duncan, right? If they playing in a control environment and that type of setting, Tim Duncan is always comes out on top. But when you talk about just eliminating everything else, and just now we talking about my athletic ability, my foot speed, I can shoot I'm more twitchy, right? Now you bringing Tim Duncan out of his element. Do you understand what I'm saying? And not saying that Tim Duncan is not going to be competitive.
So who's Tim Duncan and who's Kevin Garnett in your comparison?
Errol Spence is Tim Duncan. Kevin Garnett is Terrence Crawford.
No.
Oh yeah, Errol Spence is fundamentally sound. There's no, like he said, he even says that there's no the special effects. He's a hard hat, lunge pail, come forward, consistent fighter with an extremely high work rate. Terrence Crawford is switching from southpaw to orthodox. So this is what I'm saying. Terrence Crawford can give Errol Spence more looks than Errol Spence can give him looks. Errol Spence is going to be consistent in what he does. He's going to high guard. He's going to jab his way in. He's going to.
This is my point. He's going to show everybody something different. I'm telling you, exactly. He does not. When you force him,
that's not who he is.
He's going to do it.
We watch
him do it.
Bro, he doesn't Errol Spence is not going to show you a bunch of different things. He's not going to change from southpaw to orthodox. He's not going to.
Force him in any situation. He's going to adapt. He's
not going. But he can't. He's going to adapt. Okay, for instance, with Mikey Garcia, he still was himself. He still was fundamentally sound. He was behind the jab. He didn't do a whole bunch of tricks in the trades and drawing you into this trick and all of that. No, it was still basic jab, outside, change levels on you. He showed you that he can box. He can box from out there instead of being a brawler. But he didn't. It wasn't like he was just twisting and
Who got more
turning.
Championships? Who got more?
When you look at,
Garnett?
Let me show you. When you look at, yeah, but you talk, but okay, listen to me, great brother. When you're talking about championships, you went back to what I first said. If you put them in a controlled environment, then one will come out on top. Tim Duncan will come out on top when you put them in a controlled environment of the team setting where you can pass the ball. He's here. He's going to consistently make the same shot. What I said was when you eliminate that environment and just make it a free fall, a one-on-one, where Kevin Garnett can now he get the ball and he can step out and shoot a three, make you come out. You're the only person that could guard him now. So your limitations is not going to show is going to show up more. The fact that Tim Duncan is slower than Kevin Garnett. If they playing one-on-one without everybody else on the court and Kevin Garnett is at the top of the key dribbling the ball, now Tim Duncan got to be at the top of the key because there ain't nobody else to help him.
Who's the better defender?
Now Kevin Garnett is going to go around him.
Who's the better defender?
And now he's more explosive. So he could go around him and dunk it, or he could go around him, stop, and then pull up
and shoot.
Right, because he's athletically more twitchy. But when you put them in a controlled environment with a team setting, well, Tim Duncan is going to exceed at that point in time because he's more consistent. Right? That's Errol Spence. He's more consistent. He's going to give you the same thing over and over and over.
Whose chin is better, Blue?
Huh?
Whose chin is better? In your opinion?
We think Errol because
I give the chin to Errol Spence.
Okay, so so if they both got power in both hands and Errol Spence got a better chin, and we're talking semantics, like we're talking about Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett type of one-on-one situation where the game gonna be 11-10, win by 2, then I mean my edge is still Errol Spence.
Right, but you got to keep.
You got to take it. Hold on, good brother, Ahmed. You got to take it to. You got to take it to. You just negated the fact that Terrence is an elite boxer himself. He's able to adapt. The girl is going to get.
No, I didn't negate
the reason why is because you just boiled it down to power. We said it earlier. Is
you're
how
making Errol adapt.
Right. So what you're saying is the chin, right? So now look at the chin. Look at the chin situation. That's what I'm saying. If Terrence Crawford,
somebody getting hit, somebody getting caught.
Yeah,
they both gonna get caught.
Yeah,
but it's gonna boil down to who make the least amount of mistakes, right?
Okay.
Now on the outskirts, from the outside looking in, Terrence Crawford makes more mistakes.
Yeah.
Than Errol Spence. Like Kevin Garnett is going to miss more shots than Tim Duncan. Why? Because he's going to take more chances. He's going to shoot from 3-pointers. He might take a bad shot, right? Tim Duncan going to take the perfect shot every time. Errol Spence going to take the perfect shot every time. That's what I'm saying. It's more consistent, right? But if Kevin Garnett decides, let's not forget, if he has the ability to say, I'm going to play like Tim Duncan. I'm going to decide today that I'm not going to take a bunch of bad shots. I'm not going to take a bunch of 3-pointers. I'm going to just stay fundamentally in my zone. I'm going to just stay on the block. I'm going to just turn around, clean up the glass, just shoot 10-footers, bank it off the glass, because he has the ability to do that. It's all about, does he have the mindset to consistently stay the path, stay the course?
Yeah, that's it.
Like Tim Duncan did, and this is what I go back to, so do make the comparison when the guy you're saying that's going to probably lose but your comparison is the winner.
No,
Tim
hold
Duncan
on. I never
got
said Errol was
5
going to
rings,
lose.
4 champions, 4 MVPs. Kevin Garnett probably should have 2 MVPs, but he got 1. He probably should have that one with Boston when he won that championship. But, man, I mean, if I was a betting man and I was going to a one-on-one game and it was Tim Duncan versus Kevin Garnett, I'm still going – I feel like I want to bet on Tim Duncan just because of everything that you just said.
Yeah, but versatility in a one-on-one game.
You talking abstracts.
Yeah,
Terrence Crawford got –
yeah, but when you talk about Tim Duncan
has intangibles.
Hold on. When you talk
Garnett
about
has
Tim Duncan, when you watch Kevin Garnett's athletic ability, he looks like a freak of nature by himself.
Absolutely.
That don't mean he could play with a team. But
Tim
when
Duncan
you put him
looks like a perfect
one-on-one,
basketball player though.
hold on. But when you
Duncan
put him
looked like a
one-on-one with
perfect
Tim
basketball
Duncan,
player.
when you put him one-on-one with Tim Duncan in trouble. Because now Tim Duncan
So
got
is
to
Kevin
answer to
Garnett.
his. Yeah, but Tim Duncan got to get the ball and he got to continue to score, and never let Kevin Garnett get it.
So it's gonna come down to defense.
But
This
that's
fight
what I'm
will come
saying.
down to defense.
But now, if Kevin Garnett is down 3 points, he can shoot a 3. If Tim Duncan is down 3 points,
Yes,
he might just lose.
He can shoot a 3, but he don't have to.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. If Kevin Garnett is down 3, there's always the possibility of him just shooting a 3 and tying the game up. If Tim Duncan is down 3, he got to score by ones. So
That's
he may
almost a Hail
not
Mary
never
you're
catch
talking
up.
about, though.
He may not never catch up.
But that's almost a Hail Mary. It's almost, yes, he can shoot the 3, but Tim Duncan playing defense, he ain't making that.
No, but
going to overtime.
but again, let's say Tim Duncan is out there. Now he has to guard the 3, and Kevin Garnett can go around him.
Who's a better defender?
Not in a one-on-one situation, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah. No, I disagree. I disagree on
In
that.
a one-on-one, he's too slow.
Kevin Garnett said that's the hardest ball he had to get around.
Yeah, in a team setting. In a team setting, not one-on-one.
All right. So now, but we're talking about boxing.
Let me ask you this question.
Who's a better defender? Let
me give you another example.
Who's a better defender in your opinion?
Let me give you another example.
Who's the better defender in your opinion?
Let me give you another example.
Errol
Joe Dumars gives Michael Jordan problems, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Do you think Joe Dumars, do you think they playing one-on-one, Joe Dumars give him the same problems?
Hell no.
Exactly, because ain't nobody else out there to help him.
We talk about Mike though. Ain't nobody.
No, bro, it's not about Mike. It's about his athletic
it is
ability.
About Mike.
No, bro, listen. It's about his athletic, bro. Listen to me.
A better comparison is Kobe Bryant and the boy Tony, whatever the boy.
Ruben Patterson, the self-made Kobe stopper. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. You take them one-on-one, right? And it's not the same thing.
Okay.
Right? So once you take Michael Jordan, Joe Dumars can guard Michael Jordan. Once Joe Dumars, you put him one-on-one with nobody else on the court, Jordan is going to cook him.
But it's a different game of basketball, though. So it's a different game of basketball one-on-one than a team setting, though. We're talking about a whole nother different
right. But
game.
listen what I'm saying. I could give you problems at the 3-point line. Listen to me. Tim Duncan can guard Kevin Garnett at the 3-point line, but once Kevin Garnett gets past him, Tim Duncan has help behind him. So he can do his best to trouble him with a team setting, and then once Kevin Garnett gets past him, he still got David Robinson to help him. If they're playing one-on-one and Kevin Garnett gets past him, it's over. He don't have the foot speed. But if Kevin Garnett is guarding, listen.
Hold on.
If Kevin Garnett is guarding Tim Duncan one-on-one, he got the foot speed to stay in front of him and slide with him and make it difficult all the way to the basket. Tim Duncan can't make it difficult all the way to the basket because once they even, Kevin Garnett is leaving.
You don't have to. Hold on. Tim Duncan don't have to make it difficult all the way to the basket.
Bro, you have to. You have to make it. Kevin Garnett is going to run past you at some point in time.
No.
He's way quicker than Tim Duncan.
But Tim Duncan on offense don't have to get to the basket
Yeah,
all
no,
play
but we're
the
not
same
talking about
way.
offense. We're talking about defense. You said
Yo,
who's
so
the better.
but they're
You said
both
who's the
playing defense and offense at the same
bro.
time. In
But
boxing,
listen,
they play
Ahmad,
defense
you
and
said
offense at
who
the
is
same time.
you said who is the better
Who's the
defender.
better defender?
I said in the
Right.
one-on-one setting, Kevin Garnett is a better defender because he's quicker. He can stay in front of Tim Duncan. In a
So can I
one-on-one
give you my counter?
section, huh?
So can I give you my counterpoint real quick to
Yeah.
that same setting? So Tim Duncan, albeit he plays the different style, they play the same position. Tim Duncan will take the ball, he'll hold it down, he'll get in the three-point stance. He can pump fake, he can move, he can shake, he can back him in, and he can spin. He can spin and then shake and then back up and hit it. Like Tim Duncan got more tools when it comes to offensive post game than Kevin Garnett. Yes, Kevin Garnett can get around you and run faster than you and jump higher than you and dribble better. But when Tim Duncan's on offense, Kevin Garnett, he don't know where he's going.
Yeah,
He
but that was but that
Tim Duncan is shaking everybody.
yeah,
No,
but
so
Kevin
this is my
Garnett,
point.
but the
No,
argument,
wait,
bro.
no. Let me just make my
Jesus.
point real quick.
How do we get here?
Give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds. Because boxing is basketball at the same time. You're playing defense and offense at the same time. This dude's throwing at you and you blocking, you throwing back at him, right? You don't know when he going to throw or when you going to throw. We all know what we're talking about here. So if we're trying to compare it to basketball, then who's the better fundamental player, who has better defense and who has better counter offense?
Yeah, but you got to look at this. Look at this. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Who's more reckless? Who's more reckless? You said it yourself.
Yeah, but look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Hurt or drop.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. When Sean Porter,
what made Floyd Mayweather great.
bro, listen,
Hopkins great.
bro, listen. When Sean Porter and Errol Spence fought, and Sean Porter turned him, and then catching him with punches, bang, bang, bang.
Fights.
No, bro, listen to what I'm telling you. When Sean Porter's athletic ability, and he turned Errol Spence, because Errol Spence is fundamentally going to always be the same person. So when Sean Porter makes you guess because he's the unexpected, because he's more twitchy, right? So when he made Errol do this, it was times where he was behind Errol Spence and Errol just stood there with a high guard. You know why? Because he's fundamentally going to continue to give you the same thing. So when Sean
Porter didn't give Terence Crawford no problems,
bro, listen.
He
was in a high guard, like, huh?
It's like talking to a Trump
Sean Porter
supporter.
gave.
Listen,
No.
brother. When he
Please don't put that on me, brother.
Hey,
Listen.
hold on, brother. You gotta let him make
Bro,
the point so you can see.
listen.
You gotta let him make the
When
point.
Errol was here in the high guard, there was times where he lost Sean Porter because he's fundamentally going to do the same thing. You don't have to guess what Errol's going to do. With Terence Crawford, you still have to guess where he's going to be. Terence Crawford has the ability to do that. He can turn them, but the difference is what Terence Crawford has is power. So if he turns Errol in a position, right, that Errol don't see him, he can clip him with a punch he don't see.
That's what I was gonna say the whole time. This whole
so
that's all I want to say. Thanks,
that.
Blue. Thanks.
Yeah, because
I wanted to say that 40 minutes ago.
That's all I wanted to
Errol
say.
got a chin, right?
Yeah, but this is what you're doing now. Now you keep going to the next thing. We know he had
No,
a chin.
I'm not going to the next thing.
But listen. He had a chin. He had a chin when Sean Porter hurt him. Sean Porter's not the biggest puncher in the world. He had a chin
Sean
when
Porter
Emmanuel.
hurt Terence Crawford.
Listen, he had a chin when Emmanuel Latte hurt him. Terence Crawford has more power than both of them.
Gamboa hurt Terence Crawford.
But now you're talking about Terence Crawford chin, brother. We ain't talking about Terence Crawford chin. We're talking about Errol Spence's chin.
Okay. Right.
I'm saying when he turns,
Terence
when he
Crawford
turns.
got more power than both.
Hold on, good brother Ahmed. You gonna cook?
What I'm saying is when he turns, if Terence Crawford can turn Errol Spence and clip him, right, then he can hurt him. Because why? Errol is fundamentally going to do he's typically going to fundamentally do the same thing.
Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue, can I say something to you real quick?
Yeah, then I gotta get out of here, man. It's too.
I gotta get out of here too. Oh,
Yo, respect, Blue. Respect, bro.
No doubt, great brother. Appreciate you, King.
Appreciate you, good brother.
Yeah, hey, like I said, Blue man, I came back on, man, just to plug something real quick, if you allow me. But yeah, man, hey, our foundation, man, we finally got our tax letter July 1st, man. So we are officially the Bailey Groche Family Foundation Incorporated 501c3. We're the only Frederick Douglass organization that's founded by family members in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
So if you go to our website fdhill.org and download our app on the Google platform, we have a mobile app. It'll be on Apple in the next week or so to get all the updates and whatnot of our events and fundraisers and all that stuff. We're trying to build an African American Cultural Center in Maryland.
Okay.
So appreciate everybody's support, man. Thank you, Blue. But I ain't gonna put no money on it, but I think Earl gonna be your undisputed champ. But I ain't gonna put no money on it because I'm a good Christian.
I'm a good Christian.
I'm a good Christian. I don't be casting lots, brother.
So I'm gonna slide out too, though. But
all right,
yeah, me too.
All right, peace, brother.
All right, good
real
brother.
quick.
You said real quick 45 minutes ago, brother.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not arguing no more. I'm signing
Go ahead,
off.
shoot, good brother.
It's my sign off because I appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on YouTube a lot. He said you're a good Christian. I'm a bad Muslim. So
I love that. Hey, I love that, bro. I love that.
I'm horrible.
I love that.
I'm horrible. But no, I'm on vacation right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Philly. I'm down North Carolina right now. I'm on vacation, but and I don't be on YouTube a lot, but I saw Blue was going live, and the topic was Earl, man. I had to jump on real quick. Now I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
blessings to you,
I
King.
appreciate brothers who still deal with boxing the way it should be dealt with, because back when I was growing up, my dad, the way he raised me, it was all boxing. Like he didn't watch basketball or football. I watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All he watched was boxing until the day he died. Like, for real. So it don't get the same love. Boxers used to be on Burger King commercials and all that, man. We don't see that no more. So
no more.
You got to keep it going, man. Like, the fact that you can have this platform and have all these people watching and tuning in, and I started checking your videos. You know, I had to go back a little bit, you know, after finding you, bro. Yo, man, you get mad love. You got mad subscribers, man. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they need to get you on, like, Showtime and the Zone or something like that, on some side work, on some social media work, because they don't even know what's going on over here. I ain't even know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you letting me just talk my shit. Like, I don't care if you disagree with me or not. I think Earl gonna beat this nigga the fuck up, but it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. Yo,
that's the best part.
Like, party, man, I'll be tuning right in. Yo, I love this, Rick. You know what I mean? I'll be checking. You be in your car, like, you be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go live, just to go live and talk about boxing, bro. You be talking about brothers that
you feel like
intimacy. Be watching.
You feel like intimacy, right?
Man,
no, it's
I'm
genuine.
getting loud out here. I had to walk out the hotel room. You know, my girls get mad at me because I'm screaming. I
know the feeling. I know the feeling, bro.
Yo,
no, I appreciate y'all, man. Yo,
yes,
and
sir.
I'll be back, man.
Salute,
up, man.
Salute, good brother.
Salute y'all, man.
Salute.
Peace.
Appreciate you, King.
Salute. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what we do it for, man. Wilbur Sports. What's up, family?
Definitely. I got the I was looking at the chat, man. They were going crazy back and forth. Yeah, no, I'll say my point now, because the reason why I like to try to play the back with these brothers, because they only get a certain chance to come up sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So I try to let them speak their piece as much as possible, and I'll hold my tongue because I get more airtime than them, you know. And just
real boxing facts. My brother Big Rich in the building. What's good with you, Rich?
How you feeling? Salute.
Yeah. Hey, Rich, what's good? 40 Luck. What's up, family? It's my brother, man. Big Rich right there, man.
So this is how I feel. We can't, this is what I'm thinking from what I'm gathering, right? We can't discredit Bud's ability. The same way we give Tank his ability, the same way we give, Wilder his ability and everyone else who has ability with Sean Porter's footwork and his ability, we can't discredit his ability. His ability is, like you said earlier, is to be able to create angles and pinpoint, hit someone, whether it's hard or soft, and make them fall. That's a fact. He has more one punch knockout ability than Earl Spence Jr. You see what I'm saying? And from what I've seen. But here's another thing I see. It's very seldom that you will see Spence defense have a chink in the armor. Very seldom. Can you hit him? Yeah, of course. You see what I'm saying? How many times you gonna hit him clean? How many times you gonna hurt him? Very seldom that he has a chink in that armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Bud's gonna have to box beautifully, but he don't do that. And I go back and I watch his fights. You know when Bud's about to fight, when he started to get herky jerky. He getting herky jerky. He's not a boxer no more at that point. And I noticed that. I said, is it me or every time he gets herky jerky? Look at it with Sean Porter when Sean Porter's catching him clean and he felt like he had to fight. Look at it with Kavalauskas. Whenever he get herky jerky, his rhythm is off. He get caught with stuff that he's not supposed to get caught with because at that point he's not a boxer no more. He's a fighter. He's a dog. And then look at him when he stops that jerky style. And he become clean. It's like a work of art. It's beautiful. He's not jittery. He's not jerking his shoulders no more. It's his balance. He's catching you. The check hook's beautiful. It all looks so smooth. But he have to be a boxer. That's something cerebral with him. He get to choose, and that's why I got what you were saying. He get to choose what type of fight is going to be, and that he himself is the variable. Earl Spence is not the variable. We can go to sleep and know what Earl going to do. Wake up the next morning and say, Earl did exactly what I thought he was going to do. With Bud,
Earl ain't trying to outbox you. He, like you said, I'm big stepping as soon as the bell ring.
No. When Earl found out he can keep Mikey on the end of those straight punches, that jab 1-2, that's what he did all night long. All night long. He didn't create nothing else. But with Bud right now, he is the variable that makes me uncomfortable. Because if he decides to box and just counter Earl, Earl can get caught with something. He's a beautiful boxer. But if he just start to do that herky jerky and get ready to fight, he's fighting. Now he's getting caught. And it's barely and we barely see chinks in armor with EJ. We barely see that. So,
you got to come out fast. It's
he
just
has
hard.
to. Right,
Band up, brother, in the super chase. I'm sorry for the noise, y'all. I'm in the chat. Salute, nephew. Appreciate you. So good. So good. So let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, 1,000%. Appreciate everybody coming through. Staying in. Definitely hitting the like button for us. I know it's not easy, coming in. We coming on late, but y'all hang in there, man. Y'all show us love and support. And I appreciate y'all sticking through, man. Y'all got many things that y'all could be doing, and y'all come through and y'all pretty much rock with us throughout the whole duration. Appreciate that. I try my best to become better and better every day at this show as a co-host. I hope you guys can see it. I try my best to keep order and to keep the Blue Blood sport name, with a certain level, a certain standard. And I do it for you guys because every time I come on, I want to perform for you guys. Every time I come out with Blue, I want to perform. I'm not the guy that know everything, and I love to learn. I love to talk to you guys. I love to be truthful and as honest as I possibly can. But I also like to be fair with you guys. So if there's anything, that you would like me to improve on, or anything that cause concerns tonight that you think that you feel like I can work on, I'm definitely here to help the show. Me and Blue talk about the show all the time. We have some things in the work that we want to do because we want to, give you guys the content that you guys deserve. But the only way we can do that if you smash the like button, you keep supporting us the way you do, and you just keep rocking with us. So we appreciate you guys for coming through.
Absolutely. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. You already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.